But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, guys. How are we doing? Oh, groovy. I see we've got, see a few people in the chat. Barry Ross, good to see ya. Jim Anus. And see Lightning. Yo, bro. And in StreamYard, I was going to say StreamYard. In StreamYard with me is Luka. I let him in because you guys said okay when I asked. You kind of said you're not bothered, and then if he wants to talk scripture, fine. But at the end of the day, this is more of a watch party because I've already done my kind of thing for the day. But I dare say I'll be saying a few things, obviously. So we've got Bible stories, which is another AI one about Abraham, the father of all nations, and then after that, it's a video of unexplained things got on camera. Could be fake stuff, could be real, could just be unexplained, could be just crap. But it's just a watch party, really. It's nothing meant to be pure scriptural or anything. Even though in the Abraham one we can kind of do a little bit of that. But the other video is more just to watch and see what it says. You know what I mean? It could be crap. It could be real stuff for seeing. We don't know. It could be unexplained. They could be seeing it and it's just unexplained, or it could be just total fake. I don't know. I haven't totally watched it. I was raking through my watch later stuff for stuff to watch, just for us to watch and get putting things on. And I thought titles I thought were good, and I put it on. I was like, oh, it's not actually, it's crap. That's someone talking about it's definitely fake. I'm not gonna put that on, that kind of stuff. So yeah. So what are you saying, Luka? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm groovy, sir. I'm groovy. I've been streaming quite a lot, since I streamed last night. Did I stream last night? Yeah. Or was it? No, it was the night before I streamed last night. It was this morning I streamed. I went to Flats's this morning, and then I streamed. And I was streaming again, and I might stream tonight after Flats's. You never know. I'm always sleeping. Vicky was sleeping. It's just one of them. But because hey, Derek, good to see you. But you do know, Luka, if the chat say that they don't want you there, I will ask you to leave. You know that, don't you?
Okay.
You know that, though, don't you? You know. No, nobody's haven't. Nobody has yet. But I'm saying if they do say like, "I'll get rid of Luka," I have to go. My audience says Luka.
Fair enough.
Is that okay?
I like the circles.
It's cool, and it's a new it's just some new settings. I'll show you the other ones. I've been using them. The only thing about it is when you change it to circle, you get to see less of what your camera's showing. It's a smaller aspect. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, but it's still okay as long as you're sticking in the center. Like, it's just okay. Yeah, what have I done to my hair? I didn't do anything. I need it cutting. It needs bloody cutting. One of them. Where's the other one? Actually, you've got the normal one here, and if you look at the corners, you can now round them. That's squared off, and then that's rounded.
Yeah.
The corners.
I guess it's a ramp.
Yeah. And then you've got your normal one, you've got the circle one, and then you've got a square one. Like that.
Oh,
Takes up
okay.
less space, you know what I mean? So you get a little bit more of the. I still prefer the normal one, but it's okay
Yeah.
if I'm watching something and I like the screen to be big, then it's good to use the circle one because it doesn't take when there's video behind you, you're really small at the bottom.
That's true. You don't block it as much.
Exactly. It's pretty good. So now I'm glad you understand that because I don't want to. I mean, there's times I'm going to refuse you, you know that, but I don't want to have to refuse you every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. I know I've gone against my word and you weren't meant to come in at all, but if, like I say, it's up to my chat. It's up to my chat. If they do start saying like, "Can we not have Luca?" then I just have to leave. You know that.
Yeah, and I will.
I know.
I
I've
always
never
do.
had to kick you out yet. I've never had to kick you out yet. You don't like being kicked.
Yeah, I don't. I'll leave on my own.
I know.
And I always do. I always have.
You do, sir. You do. So we got. I see my subs are going up a little bit. I've got 313. I only did my 300 sub special like last week. It's going up pretty well. Roger and Ryan's doing well. They're going up quite quick, really quickly. I think they're a lot quicker than I was.
Ryan's been slow. Like until him and Roger started doing that, Ryan weren't doing nothing on it.
Alright.
But now I think people are watching him on his and Roger's
Aye.
and thinking, oh, actually, do you know what? He's sound.
Aye. Aye, of course.
Like we know Ryan because obviously we talk to him.
Of course.
Hi, Barry.
Of course.
Barry.
Oh yeah, Derek says I was able to catch a piece of Fletcher's stream last night, but I fell asleep before yours, PJ. Did I stream last night?
Yes.
I thought it was the night before I streamed.
You did, no.
I didn't stream last night, babe. Surely not. No, I didn't. It was the night before. Hey, I think Derek's on about my one from this morning. Oh, and Flats's one about with Luke. Because it's a different time for Derek, so he's saying last night. But it's this morning for us, remember. So I think he's on about the Catholic thing with Luke. It was this morning for you, PJ. Yeah, aye, absolutely. Okay then. Okay, so you're all good, Luca.
Yeah, hi, Jim. How's it going?
Cool. Is there anything in particular you want to say before I put on the video?
Yeah, just saying hi to the comments that are saying hi to me.
Cool.
So far, Barry and Jim have said hi to me. So
excellent.
I said hi back.
There you go.
Hi, Vicky.
There you go.
Hi,
Vicky
PJ.
Do you like my purple moon?
The purple moon. Yeah,
Purple
looks
moon,
good.
yeah. It's really good. I like it. I like the background.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
like the background. The cherry blossom.
I used it in a thumbnail for one of my videos or one of my
I
lives.
like
and
cherry
I ended up
blossoms.
shooting it for that.
Cherry blossoms are very pretty, beautiful.
Aye, definitely. This is
I,
one with a bit of pinky purple.
I have seen them in Japan, so.
Oh, okay, that's really good. Do you live in Australia? Did you say you've been to Japan?
I have been to Japan, yes.
Yeah. What state of Australia do you live?
The eastern side.
Eastern side, Jimmy said. Eastern.
The Gold Coast, basically.
Oh, nice.
Aye. Okay. Mr. Khan, how you doing, Paul?
Hello. How's it
You
going?
good?
Basically, Queensland.
Hey, Luca.
Hi, Michael.
How's it going, mate? You all right?
It's
Good
going
to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Vicky.
Yeah, I just thought I'd do a watch party stream. It's one of them Bible stories from Abraham, and then the other one is just unexplained things caught in karma, just for a bit of fun. I mean, obviously with the Abraham one, we'll probably have something to say here and there, but in general, just a watch party.
I probably won't stay around for full stream because I've got some stuff to do, but I thought I'd just jump in for a little bit of support.
Of course, thank you. No,
Thanks,
cool.
Derek.
Joe Michael, I'm just wondering, see if you, for example, if you're making a video while I'm live, can you still do a recording while I'm live?
I don't know about that.
I think you can, I think you can. I think it splits itself like that.
possibly can, like.
I'm not sure if you can do a live at the same time, but you'd probably be able to record at the same time as me going live or me
I'll just
recording.
say hello to everybody in chat 'cause I can't be bothered to into YouTube. Hey Jim, hey Barry, hey Derek, how you all doing?
Mm-hmm. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Michael, and we'll start the first video. Let's get it up. Where did it go? What? Downloads. What? Where's it gone? Hold on.
Oh, while you're doing that, I want to talk to Luca. I heard you mention Japan lights.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Is there any of your relations from Japan?
No.
No.
None of my family's from Japan. It was just a holiday.
What?
Right. Nice holiday. Like, I was just going on your last name. Is it Mike Kaida or something like that? Sounds
What?
a bit. What's your last name?
Yemen. Yaman.
All right. I got it wrong. I thought your last name were like Mike Kaida or something.
No.
That sounded. That does sound like Japanese-ish, you know. That's why I thought that. That's all. So I stand corrected.
Well, Japanese.
It's weird.
Japanese don't.
Sorry, carry on. Go on.
Japanese don't even pronounce the L's. So my name can't be Japanese. Luca can't be Japanese because it's an L. Japanese don't use the L.
Yeah. No, I know people call Luca. In fact, isn't Luca like Italian or something?
I think maybe.
Yeah.
I
know a few Lucas.
Of my name.
They're not Italian like, but I'm just thinking Godfather, you know, Luca Brasi or whatever it's called.
All right.
Barry Ross were asking where I hail from. I'm from England, mate.
Strange. The second video I downloaded, if I go to my file, it's there. It's blank. You play it, and it tells you to play it through a media player or Adobe or whatever. But when I try and do it through video file, it's
no,
just not
Derek,
there.
I'm not from Scotland. That's PJ.
No, it's me for Scotland, but a lot of people
Jim
get
is correct.
mixed up.
I don't know how because your accent's completely different.
Completely different. We're both from the north, but north of different countries.
Yeah.
Jim
Right.
is correct.
I need to try and
It
download this
would
video.
be. Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Japanese use R instead of L. So it would be Ruka. Ruka.
Have you seen these, Michael? These new
Oh, sorry, Barry. I'm from South Yorkshire, mate.
pretty cool. Like these new settings. I like them. I like the circle and the normal one. You can round the edges off. Pretty cool. Right, I'm gonna try. I'll play this video. Hold on. Actually, let me try and download that bloody other one again because it's downloaded, but it doesn't look like the same as the rest. And when you go to play it, it tells you to play it through Adobe or whatever. But when I try and do it in here through video file, it just doesn't show up. The Abraham one does, so we're fine for that. If it comes to it, I'll just do it, share it through YouTube.
You know, you did that stream talking about AI summoning demons.
Yes.
I've got another video you might be interested in regarding same idea.
Absolutely. Always. Because that is, I mean, I remember that story. It was told the second one in that the one we did this morning with Nick Jones. I remember that the kid, the guy talking to the AI, and the AI was grooming him. It was definitely a demon. That was a conversation. That was not predicting the next word. That was a bloody conversation, and it was grooming. It was a demon grooming, without a doubt, man. I don't think it can be denied. But yeah, Michael, anything to do with that? Yeah, absolutely.
What? What are you talking about?
We're talking about
AI
demons and AI.
I have not seen that one.
Well, this morning I did one this morning, live this morning. About how long ago was it? About 5 hours ago.
I don't know. I was sleeping.
Damn.
Well, yeah, you were awake.
Oh well.
Sorry, I'm just going to try and download this thing again. Well, it's done. If it doesn't do it, I'll just play it through YouTube. something like that.
Yeah. Awake and Sane has just done a good video on AI as well.
Who has?
Awake and Sane.
Okay.
I don't know if you know. I'm sure I've shared him with you before.
I mean, I'm probably subscribed, but it's trying to get looked through. It'll only be now and again. I'll catch your videos from it because trying to keep up with notifications.
But it does majority of his streams go on to what's it called? It's not on YouTube, like.
What's it called
now?
Rumble.
I think it's Rumble.
Okay, what baby?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, right. See if this will download properly this time. Come on.
It don't matter.
Right, paste.
Need my phone.
All right, okay, right. Let me just turn. Okay, I'll download it at a higher res and see if that one's better. And in the meantime, shall I just play? Yeah. In the meantime, I'll get this. I'll get the Abraham one going.
All time my WhatsApp is full of your thumbnails.
It's because I have to send them to you to get them to me on the computer.
Hey Sandro, how's it going, mate?
Hey Sandro.
I'm not being rude. I just can't be bothered to keep switching tabs between StreamYard and YouTube. It does me head in.
All right, so it's good to see you, Sandro. Good to see you, Jeff. Oh, Luka has a body and a face. Isn't
Hello.
that super duper? Look at that, man.
Hey, your beard's nearly as good as mine.
And you do like the Luka knows, guys. If he gets annoying and you want him out, then he will go. He will go. He knows that. So if he does, then you know what I mean. Try and put up with him. But if he's okay, leave him. It's fine. If he annoys you, then you know the score. You know the score. Just let me know. But Luka, I think he's been not so bad. He's still a little bit like, yeah, I can see.
Luka's like Flat Earth mascot.
Isn't he just? What did he?
You look like a barcode, mate.
You left a comment on what?
How's it going?
Oh, Jim, Vicky said she left a comment on one of your videos.
Sorry.
Yo.
Oh, did you? Okay.
You know you rock.
Excellent.
Everyone please subscribe to Jim. He's doing very good.
87%. Come on. Don't mess up.
You've got 15 subs now.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Okay. Right. Download it. Oh, please.
Who's got 15 subs?
Huh?
Who's got 15 subs?
Jim Anus.
Is that all he's got? Let's get promoting him, man.
But the other day he only had 4. So he's got 11. He's got 11 up there. Oh, yes, it's got to work. Please work.
I put him on my community page.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get.
Definitely. Me as well. Come on. Well, it's downloading. I'll leave it to download, and I shall play this video. Let's do the. What's that? Is that a float? Is that what you call a plushie? Is that what it is?
What on earth is that?
It's Japanese.
That's scary.
It's demonic. It's got a winking eye. It's got one eye. And he's got his tongue sticking out. It's demonic, dude.
Sideways.
Look at him trying to hex us with his plushie.
I'd have some rate from kicking that.
You would, wouldn't you? Slapping him out of that. Funny, man. Funny. Right. Okay. Let's get this in.
Voice broke the silence of my heart.
Hey, mister. How you doing, pal?
Hello.
Are you good?
It's only Ryan.
It's not right.
Not
Ryan.
Me. It's just me.
Next will be a blow up doll. It better not be.
Circles, actually. Oh, we do that one. No, circles. No.
A what?
Yeah, we'll do it like that. If people want us to go on the side, we'll get rid of the banner. For now, I was using your banner actually. Michael. Oh, Michael, do you know that clip that you used that I used as well of yours of the Jesus one, when he's about to go? That clip for 2 minutes.
Right for it.
Yeah, twice. It's not struck, but it's banned in 7 countries.
One of them like A's in orange.
You got the like the yellow orange exclamation mark in the triangle. But I've seen the places it's Bandak, 7 places.
I
It's
get
all
the
places.
same way, like, but I'm
Yeah.
not bothered anyway.
No, you just can't monetize it if you ever did monetize your channel. You know what I mean?
I've got like what, not about 350 videos on my channel, and I bet if I were to monetize, I could use 2.
This video is nearly my 200th, I think. Yeah, nearly my 200th. Well,
Ryan's got 104 now. He's got 4 since last night.
Brian, definitely you should start restreaming your streams on your channel, I think.
4 subs last night.
Good, Ryan. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Right, let's see if that thing.
I have to do that before you start, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean right now. You could go out. You could actually go out, come back in with a thing and start streaming if you wanted to. Hold on.
You should.
Yeah, it's still not there. What's going on with that thing? Yeah, it just doesn't down. I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't download to you. It's weird. It's in my file. But
Just 1 minute, dude. I'm just gonna have to go on mute for 2 minutes.
Okay. Just wonder how the heck does that work then? Because it's.
Where's Ryan?
He's here. Why?
Because I can't see him on the telly.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's not. Oh, because he's not in. He's gone out. Right.
No, I left and came back because I wanted to try to see if you were right, but no, it doesn't come up there. I don't know why. It didn't. I think it said, it told me last time, like when I started, and I came in before the show started, before you hit the live button, it will let me set that up. But once you start the live, it won't let me do that anymore.
Right. No. Well, hold on. I think what will happen right now, because I can do it. I've done it with Flatses. When he's already started. If you go out, then refresh the page, then hit the link. See if that works. Try it. It's an idea.
I can try. All right.
If he streamed every live he's in, he'd have loads of videos.
Aye, definitely. No, Sandro, I haven't had a thunderstorm yet, but it looks like it could get that way. It's gone dull now, and it's muggy.
Right.
I think he should be able to do that. You know? He should.
Barry, no, we don't.
No.
Don't know what the sun is in England.
Not working. I don't know why it doesn't come up.
Yeah. That's weird. It's weird.
I know it's weird. I thought I had it set up to where it would do that every time I was whatever. I guess it does it when I went into Flats yesterday, last night. It worked there. I don't know why it didn't work here.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So
my bad. I'll have to be more prompt, I guess.
All right. So go in this thing.
Ryan, you are on a lot of streams though, so.
I am, yes. I'm on everything, so.
But see, it's definitely here. It's downloaded, but it's weird. You have to. Don't know what.
Yeah,
hold on. If I. No. Share it so much. Yeah. Maybe do what?
Ryan needs to do 100 sub special.
No, forget that.
What?
I'll just have to share it to YouTube when it gets out. For some reason, it downloads, but it doesn't download to the video file.
Maybe.
What?
Why don't you have a 100?
Yes, I know. You should.
No.
Not for that, though. Right, anyway, sorry. Need to get started. Let's do it. 20 odd minutes to crap.
It said, "Leave your homeland and your father's house and go to the land I will show you." This voice was not audible to ears, but it was clearer and more powerful than the roar of any storm. The voice said, "I will make you into a great nation. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. And through you, all peoples on earth will be blessed." These were the words of the Lord that marked the beginning of my story.
Is this that AI thing again?
Yes, yeah. It's just, like I say, it's just for what it's more like a watch party. And in the AI, sometimes it's not the same AI as I did the other day. This is the Bible story ones, which is a little bit better. But I always
done this from before, though. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we've done these type before.
Yeah, I can tell it pictures.
Definitely, I think it's AI narrated as well, and they get a few things wrong in that. But in some of it, it's okay. But in the other ones, you kind of see an agenda. Some of the images put up like eyes and pyramids, all that kind of stuff, and talking about Jesus and talking about Satan, but at the same time, so kind of linking them together and all that. in a non-direct way.
Mm.
You know,
I am Abraham, born Abram in Ur of the Chaldeans, in the prosperous city of Mesopotamia, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers nourish the land. My father Terah was a respected man, but our lives were ordinary, marked by the seasons and rituals of a polytheistic society. The divine call was both an awakening and a rupture. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Genesis 12. How could someone like me, a mere mortal among many, be chosen for such a destiny? The promise was as overwhelming as the night sky under which I stood, and here at 75 years old, my incredible story begins. When I decided to overcome fear...
And it mad. Story begins at 75 years old. That's crazy, isn't it? For us, that was just mental. We're done. We're done at 75. We're just getting started at that time.
and embark on the journey.
It's mad.
75 ain't that old. Shit.
I think
Now, if you live to be 500.
I think it's really profound that people lived that long. Methuselah lived 969, something like that. Just missed the 1,000, just missed the grand. You know what I mean? I think it's really profound that people live that long because of our short lives, and we think, like when we're younger and we look at someone, it's you talk about 10 years, you talk about a year when you're a kid. It's like, oh my goodness, that's so long. You get older and you get old. You look back, wow, where is that 20 years just gone? It's really madness. It's really madness. When you live in it, it's like, oh, this is dragging. And then when you go look back in retrospect, it just flew. It flew. Life's just fleeting, really fleeting.
I could not imagine reaching the age of 178 years or having a great offspring. Here begins my story, with a heart full of hope and...
Aye, exactly, Barry. Yeah, it's crazy. Like in Joshua and other books, accounts of 500 to 800. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Chronicles tells you in the Bible how old people are, not how long live. I think the Chronicles. Yeah, aye, Chronicles. Aye. Boring book. Has got some stories in it, but in general, it's genealogy. Begat who, this person begat that, and begat that, begat lived to this age, died. Wow, lots of it. But nonetheless, still important.
Nascent faith. I obeyed the Lord and set out with my wife Sarai, Lot, my nephew, and all our possessions and the people we had gathered, heading toward the land of Canaan. It was a journey full of hope, guided by divine promise. We traveled northwest, crossing through Haran, and finally reached Canaan, a land of fertile hills and valleys. It was a...
No, Jeff, I know, like, that's what it's like now, but honestly, when I look back, I remember the sun being yellow. I mean, it could be me mistaken thinking about, I was looking at sun mainly when it was getting darker, because when it's getting dark, when it's getting later on, the sun does yellow a bit, it darkens, you know? So maybe I'm thinking of that, but I remember it being a bit more yellow. I do. Other people have got different experiences, of course, but that's the nature of it, isn't it? If it's supernatural, then that's the nature of it.
Diverse region inhabited by Canaanite peoples in fortified city-states, each governed by its own king. Life in Canaan was different from Ur. Here, fields and vineyards stretched as far as the eye could see, and the scent of olive groves and fig trees filled the air. Although the land that lay before us was rich and promising, it was occupied by other cities and cultures. I traveled the country to the sacred place of Shechem, under the oak of Moreh. At that time, the Canaanites owned this land. It was there where the Lord appeared to me again, promising. Then I moved to the mountainous region east of Bethel, and between Bethel to the west and Ai to the east, I set up my camp. There I also built an altar to the Lord and called on his name, marking each place of my stay with an act of faith and devotion. Despite the test of our faith...
All right, hold on. Let's just get through a second. talking just before it goes on. Just something it's quickly. Right, hold on. Let's get back to normal. So we're talking right. Yeah, Luka noticed it the other day. It was on about when Abraham, just before he goes to when he gets tested, obviously gets tested by God with his son, just to sacrifice his son, and obviously he knew he didn't. The faith of Abraham. Talk about the faith of Abraham in Hebrews. Knew he wouldn't have to do it because God had already promised, and God doesn't lie. God had already promised that nations would come through him and his son. You know what I mean? And his kid. So he knew that he wouldn't sacrifice him. He either knew that if he did sacrifice him, God would bring him back to life, or God would stay his hand. He was being tested. But Luka did notice that in the scripture, I can't remember the exact scripture, obviously it's Genesis 6. Can't remember 6 something.
It was Gen 22:1.
Oh, 22. I thought it was 6 for some reason. No, of course it would be later on. It's 22:1. That's right. Sorry. And it does, because we know that God does not tempt people. He tests them. But it does say in that scripture, whether it's meant to be that way, it used to be test or tempt, I don't know. But it does say that God tempted. God tempted Abraham. But if you look at the context, it's the context of tempted means like got his attention in that day. Untested. It was meaning tested. It's just an old way of saying it. Because the better way to say it is God doesn't lead anybody into temptation. You know what I mean? But Luka did notice it the other day, and it does say tempt. It does.
But we're back to Hebrew translations, aren't we? Like, because an Hebrew word can mean many things.
Of course. That's the point. I just thought it was
an English word can mean many things too.
Oh yeah, it can.
Of course. I just thought it was worth bringing up because it's about to get to that part of the story, isn't it? So I started bringing it up, and it was interesting because we were adamant that it didn't say. Well, not that it didn't say it, but God doesn't tempt.
No, we didn't say that. Like I said, it does say it, but you've got to look at what that. You've got to look at Hebrew in that verse and look at what that word means in Hebrew in that verse.
No, but what I mean, Michael, is I don't mean on that day, right? The day before or a couple of days before on Flaxes, we were talking about it as well. And we did say there to look at it. It doesn't say, or not that it doesn't say, because I wasn't sure, that God doesn't tempt. So it probably doesn't say tempt anywhere. But Luka went away and found it, and it does say tempt. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, we know it, of course. It doesn't mean God led him into temptation.
I mean, there's also a chance that verse is Mandela affected.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I mean? There's also that,
I did say that, yeah. And it's possible. But if not, there is different meanings to that word. Absolutely. Michael even checked it out the other day, didn't you? I think you checked it live. Yeah. Yeah,
we spoke about it. Even Luka admitted that like it has other meanings as well.
That's right.
Yeah, I did. I did say it should be tested there. Yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. I just thought it was worth bringing up because it was about to go to that point of the story. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. Anything else before I carry on?
No.
Forget it.
Okay. Let's do it.
It was not long before the bridal land, which welcomed my steps under the blessing of a divine promise.
Sorry, I need to. Onwards. Where is it? Yeah, comments. There we go. Sandra says, amplified version, Genesis 22:1 says tested Abraham. Yeah. Because that's how they translated it to, so they changed it to tested. But it is a better word for it, without a doubt. And like Michael said, it could be Mandela. We don't know.
Soon became hospitable under the yoke of a severe famine. Why have you brought us to this place, I wondered, looking up at the sky.
Hi, Barry. I've seen a few things on that about their sunflowers not following the sun anymore. And that is their mechanism. They should be doing it. But I've only seen it on video. So
I've only seen it on video as well.
Exactly. So personally, it looks dodgy. Not the video doesn't look dodgy. I mean, it's dodgy that they're moving, not moving, and all that. but I don't know how true this is. But I'd like to see it for myself. But it does look mad, like these things are happening, or possibly happening, should I say?
Seeking answers, the decision to head to Egypt, the land of the Nile and its full granaries, was made with.
I might go definitely have a look at that video you're on about me AI and that. Definitely, I love doing things like that.
I'll send you a link. Don't worry.
Cool. We'll do that one soon. Probably do that in the beginning of the week. Oh no, got yours.
I'm beginning at week.
Of course, got yours on. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Is it definite 12 p.m. GMT Monday? So I don't know what time for you guys.
That's the time that I asked Flats that he'd be able to join.
So Michael's doing his 800 special on Monday, and it's 12 p.m. noon GMT. So whatever for you guys. Flats will be there. I'll be there. Obviously, Michael there. It's his show, man. He's got some things to say. He was gone for a little while, and he's got some things to say. So can't wait. You said you're going to have your say.
I got something to say.
I've always got something to say. But I can say what I want on my channel without it affecting anybody else, can't I?
What? No, you're not allowed to say that on your channel.
You can say what you want on my channel as well. You're my admin, dude. You're my sidekick.
Knowing it would.
No. It's different.
Hey, nobody asked the peanut gallery.
Different.
Wait, do you know what I want to know? Is Pete Petey?
The what?
Does the Pope shit in the woods? Is the bear Catholic? Wow.
Does the bear shit in the woods?
Yeah, no. Does the Pope shit in the woods? Is the bear Catholic? I'm just mixing up two men.
Yeah, but I want to answer that, Derek. My grass grows better when it's cloudy. The light from the sun ain't stopped by clouds. You can get sunburn when it's cloudy.
Oh, I absolutely. You get sunburn still in the water, can't you?
Yeah.
Isn't it mad though? It's weird. I used to think it was weird when it was roasting outside. You're sitting in the car, just say the windows up, sitting in the car. It's roasting in there, absolutely roasting. You lay your head against the window, and the window's cold. The window's not hot. I still don't understand that. I don't. Does anybody understand that? Because I don't. Obviously, it doesn't affect it in that way somehow. I don't know. But I've never felt the glass warm when the car's roasting.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I wonder if it's something to do with air and, like, sunlight excites gas molecules or something. I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird.
I've always wondered about that.
Wow, that was a good comment.
Wide awake soul.
Thanks for that, Barry.
I think Derek said, Scott says, my guys, you know, what do you think about it? Exactly. That's always funny.
When I was at comp or high school or whatever you want to call it in America, the school up road from me were called Pope Pius. And we used to fight with them tooth and
Pius?
Yeah, Pope Pius.
Pork Pius?
Yeah, that's what we call like.
Pork pilots? Pirates?
That would name at school like Pope Pius.
Ah, right.
Oh, pirates. Okay. All right.
Like,
I was going to say pork.
I went to a school called the Comprehensive. That one was called Pope Pius. It was like a Catholic school.
So the only club I ever tried to start was a club down here at the river. It was called the River Rats. It never went anywhere. I was like 8.
Wow. Pope Pius. Religious Pope.
So Google it, PJ. Pope Pius, Waff upon down.
Who's the pious Pope?
Hey, spell it for me.
Pope Pius, obviously.
Pius.
Waff upon down. WATH upon down. DAERNE.
Hold on, sorry, I typed some stupid shit. Right, Pope Pius what? Sorry, is it again?
What? Wath.
Wath.
W-A-T-H.
W-A-T-H.
Upon.
Upon.
D-A-R-N-E.
D what?
D-E-A-R-N-E. Dern. You're not spelled Dern, surely.
It's no, it's just I didn't catch what you said properly, and I've never heard of Pope Pius Wath upon Dern. It's just the way I had it. Of course, if I'd said it my way, I would have known how to spell it. And it's weird that people think we're the same accent. We're the same person because it's like, what?
You found it?
Yeah, I found it. So sorry, I need to show it, don't I?
What did he say? Come on, I'm not talking Irish, mate.
Right, St. Patrick's Catholic School Home. Wathwood Road, Wath upon Dane.
That's it.
Right, so click on that.
Yeah, they changed it now. It used to be Pope Pius when I was at school. They've changed it to St. Pius because that Pope died.
See, hold on. Is it still showing? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of us for a sec. I put P-I-O-U-S. Oh, I forgot that. I said it's spelled Pius. Yeah, I spelled, and because it's St. Pius here, P-I-U-S. I spelled Pius as in P-I-O-U-S.
We used to call them porkies, like.
Pork pious? What?
We used to call them pies, porkies.
Porky pies, yeah. There you go.
Did you have this uniform?
No, I didn't. I didn't go to that school.
Oh, right, okay. So I was thinking you went.
I told you that there were my comprehensive school, and about half a mile up road were Pope Pius.
Aye.
It's been changed now to St.
Say hello. Say hello to our little friend. Hello, Keith.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, Flats. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Right. A little detour. Oh, wow. Tell you what, it's getting dark outside, eh? Sandro's right. He's got a thunderstorm here. I hope so.
Roger.
Love it. Right. Okay, let's carry on. You think he's about to get tested?
The Almighty's promised to take care of my family and to fear not. Fear not, Abraham echoed the promise. I am your shield, your very great reward. Genesis 15. Even so, aware of Sarai's beauty and fearing for my life, I devised a plan. Sheep, cows, donkeys, maidservants, donkeys and camels marked my stay in Egypt, which was marked by
Cheers, Flats, bless you, man. Nice one.
The dissonance between the opulence of the palaces and the enslavement of many of its inhabitants. Yet the Lord inflicted great plagues on Pharaoh and his people because of Sarai. Pharaoh, realizing the truth, confronted me. What have you done to me? Why didn't you tell me she was your wife?
See, some of them, like Bethel and all that, preach it. God doesn't have disease, so he couldn't give out disease. You know, we're not meant to have illnesses and that. You know, but it says it down. You know what I mean? He sent out plagues. He sent out plagues. That's disease. So he does. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to have it to be able to do it. God can just talk it into existence.
But we're in a fallen state, aren't we? In a fallen world. So
of course.
That's the reason there is illnesses and death and abnormalities in people.
That's right. That's completely right, man.
Why did you say she was your sister, allowing him to take her as his wife? Here is your wife. Take her and go. He ordered his men to escort us along with Sarai and all our property. As we were expelled from Egypt, we not only returned to Canaan with more than we had carried, but also with a deeper understanding of the nature of our God, a protector, a provider, an infallible guide in times of uncertainty. From Egypt, I went up to the Negev with my wife and all our possessions, and Lot came with us. By God's blessing, I had accumulated great wealth in livestock, silver, and gold. We continued our journey northward, returning to Bethel, to the place of...
I think about Abraham and the crew must have had a lot of, like, valuables. Must have had a lot of jewelry, gold and that, because didn't they give 10% of the stuff to Melchizedek later on? You know, and he managed to still maintain a lifestyle of having everything. But I'm good with it.
Our first encampment between Bethel and Ai, where I had previously built an altar to the Lord and where I called on his name again.
I'll tell you what's more interesting than that, Barry. In Book of Adam and Eve, Adam dies.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
When?
Adam dies while they're in that Cave of Wonders or whatever it is, and God feels sorry for Eve that she's so upset that she brings him back to life.
Wow.
Yep. Actually, Adam and Eve both commit, suicide.
Really?
Many times in Enoch, I believe.
Wow. Yeah.
Quite the good books, Adam and Eve ones, right?
Wow. I'm gonna have to have a look.
It is crazy.
Don't you think that if they lived 900 years, that they wouldn't have wrote an account of what happened to them? Surely, like
You'd think, because knowing,
well,
that's what we do. Knowing,
we're not even. Are we even sure that they could write? I mean,
we pass knowledge on, knowing we are going to die, and we record it, we write it down, or digitally record it now. But once upon a time, write it down,
Well, Noah kind of told the story, but yeah, you're right.
You've got, if they can speak to each other, they've got some record of writing in some form.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Even
Lot, who accompanied me.
Sorry.
Even if it were just pictures like how they did it, still a farmer conveying a message, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to assume that they did that, right? Otherwise, how would Noah have known a lot of the things he knew, right?
I like the fact that Abraham's time they had a truck with a wagon on the back.
Well, he had a Ford. Don't worry.
Yeah, it looks like a Ford, doesn't it? Did you see it on the right hand side, guys?
Like how did Noah even know there were a God without it being like wrote down and taught to him, sort of thing,
Absolutely. Because you wouldn't just make it up. If nothing ever happened to you, you just existed for some reason. Adam and Eve came into existence, didn't meet God or talk to him or anything. He was totally benevolent and he was mute, didn't say anything. You wouldn't. You just think, well, where did it come from? But you wouldn't look up there and say, there must be, wow, God, it's passionate, dude. It's going so dark with the rain, babe. Look at that. That's crazy. Sounds you're right, dude. But I haven't got any thunder and lightning yet. That is mental. It's lashing. Sorry.
Hi.
How you doing?
No, flip side. Hi, Keith. He's in chat.
Truth so far, just it's here. Aye.
Also owned sheep, cattle, and tents.
Sheep, cattle, tents, and trucks. It's funny. I think these AI pictures can be funny, man. It's good.
Possessions had grown so much that there was not enough space for us and our herds, which led to conflicts between my herders and Lot's. At that time, the territory was inhabited by the Canaanites and the Perizzites, further complicating the situation. To avoid disputes and maintain peace, I proposed a solution to Lot. There should be no strife between us, nor between our herders, because we are family. Look over the entire land before you. If you choose to go to the left, I will go to the right. If you prefer to go to the right, I will go to the left. Lot looked out over the Jordan Valley, which was a fertile land reminiscent of the Lord's Garden or Egypt before the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. He chose for himself.
And yeah, PJ, they had all the furniture on the camels. Like she said, I want a sheep. Why not? Aye, definitely. Get some products of it. You know what I mean? Get some wool, sell that all the time, keep growing. It's what would you call it? What would you call it? Is it, you wouldn't call it fur? What's it called? It's fleece. It's fleece. I can't remember what the bloody hell it was called.
The whole region of the lower Jordan and moved eastward, separating us physically. I stayed in Canaan while Lot settled near Sodom, whose inhabitants were known for their wickedness and sin against the Lord. After Lot and I parted ways, the Lord spoke to me again, reaffirming his promise. Look up from where you are, to the north, south, east, and west. For all the land that you see, I will give to you and your descendants forever. I will make
you and your descendants forever. I mean, that's a promise from God. So it was, he knew that God wouldn't make him kill his son, sacrifice his son.
your descendants as numerous as the dust of the earth. If anyone can count the dust, then your descendants can be counted. Following the Lord's command, I traveled throughout the extent of the land, conscious of the divine promise granted to me. Eventually, I moved my camp and settled near the oaks of Mamre in Hebron, where I built an altar and communed with the Lord, grateful for his guidance and promises of blessing for me and my offspring. One day, the Lord came to me and appeared while I was sitting at the entrance of my tent in the oaks of Mamre during the hottest part of the day. When I looked up, I saw 3 men standing nearby. Without hesitation, I ran from the entrance of my tent towards them and bowed to the ground in a sign of respect and hospitality, saying, "My Lord, if I have found favor in your eyes, please do not pass your servant by. Stop and rest a while under this tree. Let me bring some water so you can wash your feet and rest under this tree. I will also bring a piece of bread so that you may refresh yourselves before you continue."
I haven't tried it flats. I haven't tried goat's milk. Yeah, I was too scared to. Vicky doesn't like it, but I haven't tried it. Flats likes it. He likes it.
I've also heard Flats likes man milk.
Yeah.
Nasty, mate.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was muscle milk, not man milk.
Luke is even disgusted.
You got confused, Michael.
Man milk. What the?
Good.
Yeah, you know, semen.
Oh,
No.
Sailors. Oh, wow.
You on your way.
You're welcome for
For
that
you have
visual, by the
come
way.
to your servant. For some reason they agreed, saying, "Do as you have said." Immediately I went to the tent where Sarah was and urged her, "Quick, take 3 measures of the finest flour and knead it and bake some bread." Then I ran to the herd, selected a choice, well-fed calf, and handed it over to a servant to prepare without delay. I served
well-fed
curds,
calf.
milk, and the calf that had been prepared to our guests, who sat under the tree.
Sergio, good to see you, bro, man. Good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in there, man.
So they
Welcome.
ate a cow under a tree.
Oh.
Cows with trees.
As they ate.
Oh, yeah, that visual, dude, is stuck with me.
When they asked about Sarah, my wife, I replied that
don't
she
like
was in
sailors?
the tent. One of them, whose words
Sorry.
I said, what, you guys don't like sailors?
Well, I like the tattoos. Just
As long as they stay on the ship, right?
Absolutely. Starboard side.
carried the weight of divine promise, said, "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and by..."
Wow. We've got Sergio, and we've got, let's see, we've got the clone. This is the real Luka, and the true Luka is the clone. No, I am Luka is Luka. How you doing, Luka?
This is brilliant. Like, we've got to have a conversation between
This is
Lucas.
good. This is good.
And not sure what's going on.
Boy, I don't sound like that.
Some kind of
No.
imposter.
I'm the real one.
You don't sound like that. You don't
I'm the real
Luka,
one.
you sound exactly
Yeah.
like that.
Don't
No,
sound
no, I don't.
anything. You don't sound anything like me.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Oh,
That's how you know I'm real. I'm the truth.
You make a pretty good point.
Too funny.
funny.
Lol.
So,
Wait for it.
have you guys decided who's the clone? Do you know who the clone is? No?
Where'd you get that little demon thing you got on there?
I made it.
No.
How did you get there? No, I am Luca. How did you get the demon thing?
Why?
Who are you talking to?
I'm demon defeated.
You got to do the laugh, Luke. However he does it.
If Derry says, "Wow, that Luca impression is more Luca than Luca."
It's brilliant.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Point.
Oh, dude.
Where's Craig when we need him?
Very good point.
Luca, we're going to get on with the video. Have you got anything to say about it? No, I am Luca. I mean, have you got anything to say? Have you seen anything so far?
Yeah, it's something to consider.
Okay. Cool. Oh,
Is that the fake one or the real one?
No.
I can't tell, Sergio. It's crazy.
it's mental, isn't it?
We should have a contest to see who can tell the difference.
Isn't it? Absolutely. Why does it keep sliding down? Go up. That's it. Thank you.
Just watch the little circle around their name.
I'm just putting the No I Am Luca's volume up because it was a little low. But it's good to see you, Luca.
That's it. My name's Luca.
No, I am Luca.
We should all change our names to Luca.
That's it. Sergio, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, PJ. I missed the last one, so I thought I'd just hop in for this one.
That's cool. Yeah, give me a shout when you want to do that thing on Luke. That would be brilliant. No,
It was
Luke, the gospel.
John. It would be John.
I thought it was Luke.
You know, I from what I've read, the scriptures, it's John. The Gospel of John is written by Lazarus, and I can't say the whole thing, but I can tell you from the time that Lazarus is resurrected, from that moment, you know, Jesus goes. I forgot what city it was, but from that moment where it says the one whom he loved, it says he really loved him, right? When he wept over him. From that moment on to literally to the last sentence, it's the penman. He says that I'm, you know, the one that Jesus loved, you know. But anyway, I'll definitely present that maybe this coming week.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Just give me a shout and I'll just thumbnail it up and get it sorted.
Yeah.
It's got to be after Monday, then. It's got to be after Monday because
okay.
Michael's on Monday.
Michael's special.
What about? Do you think you'd be able to do it Tuesday? Because I usually do Tuesday night. It's because Flats is night off. Are you able to do that, or do you just want to wait because you don't know what you're doing yet?
No, I can come. Yeah, just give me the time.
I can make Tuesday night for your presentation and that if you want.
Okay.
Which is what 3 days away.
All right, I'll set it for Tuesday.
8 p.m. The same time as Flats is on every night.
Okay.
If you want to do that, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Excellent. Cool. Because
Right.
it sounds interesting, man. I'd like to know hear about it.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Whether it's true or not, I mean, it's good to learn about it, you know.
Yeah, definitely want to hear what you guys say.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, Michael?
I was just saying you're about 8 hours difference, aren't you?
Yeah, right now it's 8:30 a.m.
8:30.
8:32. Yeah.
When I did my testimony on your channel, what time was that for you when we did that?
It was about
Probably
this
the morning.
time. It was about this time.
So yeah, I was thinking I was just trying to work it out. That's all.
Yeah, it's about 8 hours difference.
Yeah. Do you know when I uploaded that? I got no action taken, but one of them copyright things on one of the songs. But on my Nirvana one that you put up, I didn't get one on that. I don't understand why I didn't get one on Nirvana. It's crazy.
Yeah, the way that stuff works, man. I don't know. And it sucks because sometimes you'll have a really good stream and it's partially blocked, you know, meaning some countries don't allow it, and it's basically like half your subs are not going to see it.
So that's interesting. Which countries is it that it's blocking?
I can tell you the countries. It tells you.
It does?
Right. I didn't know
I'll tell my last 2 streams. I'll tell you it's because of that It gives me a choice to clip it out, but it says, wow, hold on. Now we've got the original Luka. How you doing, original Luka?
ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
That's got to be flat side.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
yeah.
GPT,
at your service.
Hello.
My name is Luka.
Nice.
Hello,
See,
mate.
I had to be
Yeah.
original because I can't do the Luka voice. I'll do something
It
else.
needs to be more nasally.
As soon as I start ChatGPT, I know the all flats.
You have to plug your nose to make it sound right.
That's not right either.
Maybe only
My
close one
voice
nose.
is unique.
Look at it, it's all good fun though, you know we love you, like.
We love your
Yeah,
nasally.
it's
all
all
good.
for fun. I understand. But
Hey, don't ever
Exactly.
understand.
Right, so
take a joke, like.
Right, so you can see these ones have got the yellows. So you go to where it says copyright, Michael, where it shows you it's got copyright, then it says see details. So you click on see details, then it says partially blocked. And you go on to where it says partially blocked next to the video and that visibility, you just hover your mouse over it, and it says your video's visibility status in territories with the largest audience. Oh yeah, that's the one they don't get it. Oh no, hold on. It says
don't get it.
Yeah, that's the ones that do get it. Yeah.
It's like we up there.
Of course. No, but if you look at the bottom, it tells you the block territories: Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka.
Oh wow! So it sounds like Muslim countries.
Aye. Because it's Christian. It's Christian. But why doesn't my one get it? Why doesn't my one get it?
So that's annoying though, because you like Muslims can come in and preach all they want and not get said to them. Like,
aye, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Right, yeah. So all you do is just go in there, send it over, and down here it says this is the ones it was blocked, and it says no impact for that one. It says SOG ENG membership content found during, and it tells you the minutes. So you can click on that.
Oh my goodness! Oh jeez.
You can select action and that, but yeah, it does tell you. You just hover your mouse over it, pretty much.
The Earth is rising.
So got it in. Got it in that one and that one, but I get copyrights in them all. Look, but not them thing. It's because of obviously the music. We have Mr. Super Winder, Mr. Super Sidewinder. Yeah. It's all good though. It's all good. Yes,
it doesn't matter, does it? Like when you're not.
No.
When you're not monetized, you can copyright all you want, really.
Exactly. So we've got a Luka Fest, man. Wow.
Do you wanna see the Bible contradiction video that I was showing flats?
How long is it?
It's less than 10 minutes, I think.
Okay, go for it.
Just less than 10 minutes.
Like 2 seconds. Sandra says, PJ, you should do a Dell impression.
Oh yeah, you can. I've heard you've done it before.
Talking to your band, man. I'm having nothing to do with you until you know what you're talking about. Talking about nothing. It's moving because it's moving. I'm telling you, pal. And I'll
You need to accentuate all your words, PJ.
You wee fanny, you talk a load of piss.
If you didn't agree with me, I'm going to kick the stones right off you. Just like
if you don't agree with me, I got to, because the Earth is a rat.
You know what I mean? Pushing is pushing. You can't pull. Pulling. So what did you
do?
I didn't pull a girl. What I did is I pushed her.
There you go.
What is that, Glasgow?
That's Glasgow. Aye. Ouija.
Have you given yourself a Mohican, Flats?
I'm a muscle-bound
What's that?
Looks front like you've got a Mohican.
Looks like you had a
Mohican.
What's that?
From front, it looks like a Mohican. I know.
What are you saying?
Oh, hey.
You got a horn?
Flat's got a mohawk. Yeah, let's do it.
Man, mine needs cutting, man. It's all over the place. Sean was actually right about my hair.
About time you cut that nappy hair.
Sean, how can Sean?
That was a joke.
Oh,
I didn't have any hair.
Michael, don't be excited, man. Get up your emotions, man.
Ah, you wee fanny.
They're all damps,
You talk a load of piss, man.
I'm telling you. I'll boot your boys, me, man. Vicky hates accent. Vicky truly hates accent.
Ah, wee big man, you're talking
If
a
you
load
keep
of...
arguing, I'll squeeze your head like a zit.
This is the tested, this tempted one. The 22 one. That's whether. So he's
no
not
expense spared on images, like.
he's not wrong, but
That a
that it
preacher?
does say tempted. But
It's a stick man with a bow tie.
yeah.
Right, go on then, Luca, present it. Do what you're doing.
All right. Let's see.
Points for you, and 10 points for you also, Craig, because God cannot be tempted with evil, nor tempteth he any man. Question 3. Can salvation be attained by works? Yes, Craig.
No, a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ.
Okay, and Ken? Well, I'm afraid Craig's correct, and I'm going to have to differ with him on this one, and instead go with what Jesus said. Namely, if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments.
Yes, but a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law.
You see, then, that a man is justified by works and not by faith alone.
Both correct once again, somehow or other.
And now for...
Stop.
That doesn't mean it's by works, though, because you keep the law is not works.
Exactly. It's to do with your morals, keeping the law. That's what it is, because the law is morality. Do you know what I mean? That's what your morality is kind of based on. The law.
You also, but there's certain parts of the Bible we can read the Bible, but it's not a message for us. Like
right.
the message is totally different. After Christ died and was resurrected, that was his final work. At that point, you could be saved by faith alone. Prior to that, it was faith and works.
Well, of course.
Well, it was always faith, because even Abraham was counted unto him righteousness before he even had the circumcision, or before he got the law, before it was received. He was before Moses, and
you did have to keep the
yeah.
law.
1 second though, because Jesus does tell the woman, he says, "I would have given you this living water. You just asked me for it."
Aye.
Yeah, definitely. It's deeper. It's definitely deeper than just on the surface.
So the reason it differs is because one's before and one's after his death, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah,
so Paul's gospel is different to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
All right.
Because Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John was to the Jews.
Yep. And Paul to Gentiles.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll hear the next one, huh?
Yep.
For our final question for this round, what are the consequences of seeing Yahweh's face? Yes, Ken. Death. Ken saying death. Do you agree, Craig?
I'm saying the preservation of life.
But there shall no man see me and live. And that's correct. But hang on. Jacob saw God face to face. And Abraham.
Yes, and so did Moses.
But no man hath seen God at any time.
Except the 70 elders of Israel.
And all the others too. And of course, none of them did, because no man hath seen nor can see God. 10 points for everyone there.
This is just people not understanding what the scripture says. They're literally trying to misrepresent what scriptures say.
It means not knowing God, just thinking God. It means not knowing the fullness of God, the actual full essence of what God is. It doesn't mean about meeting Him. That's what it's about, knowing Him fully.
Yeah, I actually agree with you there, because it's the actual, because people have only seen God partially.
Yeah.
Like not the true Spirit himself, you know.
Right. Well, this is where I think Trinity comes in, because
like
when Moses saw God, it was Jesus.
Yeah.
When everybody sees God, it's Jesus. No one actually sees the Father.
I think someone saw his back as well, so not the true God.
Well, that would be a contradiction, because he says, "You see me, you seen the Father."
No, that's not really.
But regarding the if no one's seen God and lived, I've been thinking about this lately. It had nothing to do with Trinity, or, as Michael say, oneness. What it has to do with, though, is the definition or the meaning behind the word. Because obviously people have seen him. Whether you're Trinitarian or not, people have seen him.
Jacob
Okay,
wrestled with him, didn't
he
he?
wrestled with him. He touched him. Okay, you know. Abraham, we were seeing Abraham. You know, they were about to eat a meal together. Did he actually eat the food? I don't know. But Sarah got it ready, and it smelled great, right? And what I'm saying though is, I don't know if that's what it means, and maybe it does. But we also have to understand, you know, the time of God's visitation. What does that mean? Well, he says he's going to come visit to bring destruction and to destroy. But then he also says he's going to come visit so that it would be salvation. So it's kind of like both, you know. How is he going to, if you see him, well, it says, you know, he's the one who can destroy the body and soul. He's the destroyer. But at the same time, there is another destroyer, right? He can destroy your body. Who's that? Well, it's not the one who destroys your body and soul, but it is the one who destroys your body. So they use that against the believer and try to twist the words of God and say, you see, contradiction. Well, it's like, well, no, God's not the author of confusion.
No, of course not.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff, God is omnipresent. Everywhere it was once, ubiquitous. Another word for it, I suppose. Okay. Luca.
Yep. Okay.
Including me, I think, on that one. Okay, on to the next round of questions. And it's our first speed round for the evening. No need to buzz in. Just call out your answer as soon as I finish asking each question. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Does Yahweh delight in burnt offerings?
Yes.
No. Correct.
So he's saying no, he's saying yes, and they're both correct. Contradiction.
Seemingly.
It can only be one.
Yeah, seemingly.
They're both correct.
You've got to see. You've got to read the context. We're not getting the full context now.
Well, when I first watched this, I assumed that he has read the Bible and he knows the context.
Well, have you though?
I have not, but I did.
That's why it's important to put it in context.
Yeah,
I did look up the what there. I am starting to look them up.
Definitely, but you shouldn't just read the actual scripture itself. You should read round about it. It's okay for a quick search, just say, look, yeah, this is what it says that. But to see what it means, you do need context. Of you know this.
Yeah.
Hey, Luca. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
I was just going to say quickly that the thing for me is like to understand God's character and say that he contradicts himself seems to me that it goes against God's character. So for me, if you think there's a contradiction in scripture, it's most likely you don't understand, and that's why you think there's a contradiction.
That's right. Absolutely. I agree.
And I there's things that like I don't understand. I'm not being like this all clever person. Like I'm just stating I just don't think it's God's character to contradict himself. Surely that'd make him almost a liar.
Right.
Exactly right. Hold on, I'm just going to put with Jack's.
I was going to say, Luca.
Yeah.
My channel is called Better Than Gold, and I'm Sergio. Nice to meet you. But yeah, definitely you got to read it if you want to understand it more, at least just to know the context. Like, so you're not walking in blind. You don't have to agree. But here also, you know, my daughter, she's 14 now, and I try to share with her my beliefs. I do share, and I try to make her try to help her understand. In short, I give her passages to read, but also there's this movie. It's the movie of Acts. It's word for word, right? Like you've heard of maybe the Passion of the Christ or things like that. Well, this is an older one. It's from the 90s, and it's on my channel in my playlist. It's very helpful, and it tells you each chapter, each verse, as the scene moves along, right? I think that will be also helpful if you want to watch it. Just check it out. It's under my playlist.
Vicky's going to put your link.
What's
Let me link it.
What's the name of the channel?
Better Than Gold with a 2 at the end, and number 2.
He's got to get his link. Vicky's got to put his link in anyway.
Better Than Gold.
If you could find that link, I'll put it in. But thank you, thank you, Vicky.
That's all right.
I'll put it in there.
She likes even if you do, she still will.
Okay, cool.
Loves it.
Just get my laptop. I'll be right back.
You just link it. You can link his channel. He'll probably link the video of it.
Yeah, I've looked it up, and it's actually I didn't realize you're part of a Korean boy band. So that's interesting. Must be. I'm not sure I got the right channel, but anyway.
Oh, funny. Oh, nice. Right. Okay. Have we done that one?
Is God the author of evil?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh.
That was hilarious. Korean boy band. I was on mute. Anyways, go ahead.
All right.
According to Genesis, were humans created before the animals?
Yes.
Correct.
Ah. Yeah, that I have heard that one before.
Yeah, I'll do it, right? Yeah, but-
And it does seem to be a contradiction.
No, already answered this before. It's Genesis 1 is the order and creation of the universe. Genesis 2 is explaining the order of the Adam and Eve. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not
But
the animals
shouldn't they
have
be
nothing
order?
to do with order in Genesis 2. Genesis 1 is the order.
But shouldn't they be the same order?
Oh, excuse me.
They are. It's on the same day.
So one just is a brief overview of it, and one is a detailed explanation of it.
Well, let's put it this way. If I tell you Tuesday I went to the golf course in the morning, and the evening I went to take a drive, and then I go and said, well, I went to take a drive on Tuesday and play golf.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yeah. They're both correct. I would agree with that. Yeah, they both detail you taking a drive and playing golf, just in different ways.
Links are in the chat, Luca. Actually, I'll copy them and put them in private chat. Yeah, if you want. Right, hold on.
No, is that they better than Gold's YouTube video?
Yeah, I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the private. Both of them. There's two links: his channel and the video. Yeah.
Okay, sub.
Better than Gold 2.
Right, there you go. That one. And
is that?
Sandro's got the link ready to watch.
This one. Two links, look at in private.
Oh, I see.
Sergio's right. Shoutlers. Oh.
You know, Sergio has stuck up for Luca loads of times.
He does. He does. He does.
He does?
But
right.
Okay.
Coming on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see what the next one is.
Go for it.
Correct. On the road to Damascus, did Paul's traveling companions hear the voice that spoke to Paul?
Yes.
No. Correct.
What?
Sergio's backstage.
Oh, he's back. Why?
He must have dropped out to do that.
Oh, right. He's down there. It's because there's so many people in. I had to scroll down to see you, Sergio. Sorry. Didn't know you were out. You're in now. In now. Right. Okay. Go for it, dude.
All right.
Will the earth last forever?
Yes.
No. Correct.
Okay, yeah. This one I do know that one says the earth will be destroyed and the other says it won't. So that seems to be a contradiction.
The earth will be
if we take it at face value, then. But I don't know if there's something I'm missing here. What is that?
Sorry.
Who's grooving out?
Sorry.
Was that the Korean boy band?
I'd have to see the scriptures for that. I'd have to see the scriptures.
Well, the thing about it is, Peter talks about maybe the elements dissolving. We do talk. I don't know if I can. I can't hear myself.
I mean,
you know,
it's got to be destroyed.
Hey, PJ.
Yes.
Hey PJ, you know this Luca's video here. This could be a separate stream because we're going bum 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 bum. We're going to these really quickly. This would be good to like every one of these that comes up. Look at each scripture.
Yeah,
and work out how it's different.
I
because
think
we've got
that's a good
context.
idea. I think
so.
that's
We're
a
not.
good
This is actually a good little video, Luca, but it'd be better to go into more detail
Yeah.
on each one.
Yeah, fair.
That's a good idea. Absolutely, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, yeah. I'd
I
like to
agree.
be there for that one. Can I
Well,
be there
obviously,
for that?
you're presenting it.
But could I just make a point, Luca? Right. So you're going to debunk Bible videos. Why not go to prove Bible videos?
That was my thought.
Yeah, I thought you were a believer,
Like,
Luca.
you're going down the same lines as you do with flat Earth. You'll go to your McToons and you fight the flat Earths, but you'll not go to proving ones.
Well,
you know, there's a bias in your head that's going off here from what I can see.
It's not really biased. It's just that there's I haven't seen proving Bible videos.
There's loads of them.
What? We've done how many streams on it already?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Proving Bible videos? What?
Like how do
I mean by I don't mean like Bible don't need any proving, like, but there's pro scripture people out there making videos, and there's against scripture people out there making videos. Luca's going to the ones that are against scripture, or the ones that say there's contradictions and this and other. You know what I mean?
Aye. There's people that will totally be a 180 from what this is saying.
But like to put it into context, right? I had a friend who was totally against God, like literally used to like jump up and down on the spot, pointing at the sky, saying, "I hate God." And I'd be like, "Look, why don't you go and look into it?" The videos he'd fetch me back to look at are the sort of things Luca's fetching, contradictions, stuff that's not even Bible related. You know what I mean? It's like people always seem to go straight to the debunk videos rather than the ones that talk about the truth that matter.
Is he just dropped out?
I did drop out.
No, not you, Luca. Luca's dropped.
Huh? What?
Oh no, who's it? It's dropped. Oh no, it's sorry. It's flats. It's flats. It's flats. Sorry, it's because there's so many bloody Luca.
You got me mixed up with another one.
I know. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do that.
How about then? This one you don't really need to look up the. There's a Noah's Ark one.
No, it's fine. I'm going to carry on with the video I've got because it's pretty much going to be a watch part anyway. But you can come through the week, this week sometime, maybe midweek, and present that again if you want, and we'll go through the scriptures.
All right.
If they stop at each one, like Luke said, and we'll go through the scriptures and the context. We'll get up on screen and we'll go through it. We'll do a stream that day. Okay? You've got to be good though. You can't be obnoxious.
I won't be.
I know. I'm all joking. Real joking. So yeah, we can go. If you want to come midweek, we could do that. After, because Sergio's got to come Tuesday night and do his presentation. So if you want to come, I don't know, Wednesday. I don't know if you want me to do afternoon. I could do afternoon, like sort of, like about 3 hours back from now. But that's that time. If that's okay, or whatever. 4 p.m. is probably good for you, isn't it? On my side, 4 p.m. GMT. Because you're here now. Is this time usually the best for you?
Yeah. When this stream started, I'd probably be awake. Yeah.
Well, watch out for a stream on Wednesday. Say Wednesday or Thursday. Just watch out for the stream, and I'll put your name in there. I'll put your name in the title.
At this time, huh? Okay.
I'll put your name in the title so you know. I'll just say Lucas.
Arrange with Luca for him to come on that stream. Like if he picks a time, then he wants to come and present his contradictions or what he thinks are contradictions from what he's heard. then a dedicated stream to speaking to Luka. Like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'll put his name in the title.
But not just like you'll make a stream and if Luka turns up.
No. That's what I'm saying. To come be here. Watch out for Well, if you tell me the exact date, I'll do that. I just thought he wasn't too sure.
Yeah, but watch out sounds like Luka might turn up or might not.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
No, it's just the way I talk, dude. No, dude, tell me what day, Luka. It can't be Tuesday though. Can't be Tuesday. Tell me what day you can come and present, and I'll like to say the title will be you.
Well, how about Wednesday?
Wednesday, so that's the day after Tuesday, right? So what time? What time? What time? Your time? Give me your time.
Let's go 12:30 a.m.
12:30 a.m. So it's just after midnight for you.
Yeah.
Right. So what's that for me? I'm talking about,
that would be 8:30 your time, sir.
8:30 my time.
Well, that is if I lived here and you live there, because we're 8 hours apart. I don't know what Luke is for you.
No. If it's
you're +8 for me, but
I don't know the time difference. That's the thing.
I'll
exactly.
ChatGPT.
That's the time you do your morning coffees.
Luka, what time is it right now? It's
always
1 minute to 9 here.
I got 2 a.m. Yeah.
Are you East Coast, Luka?
What?
So you're 5 hours.
Are you
ahead.
East Coast Australia? West?
Yeah. Queensland. Go.
Okay,
Brisbane
so
time.
Luca's time zone's about to change in a week's time.
Right. Okay.
Well, actually,
so
his is going to stay. His is going to stay the same. The rest of the East Coast is going to change.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
What is
Because
it- what
we
is it-
don't
what is
do
his time zone?
Daylight
What is his
savings
time-
time.
daylight savings.
Well, Queensland doesn't have daylight savings.
Yeah, we don't do daylight savings.
No,
Yeah,
neither does
because
Fox.
what happens? The sun fades the curtains. You see.
So what's the
No.
time zone called? What is it called? No, like mine is GMT, and people are
Eastern
Central
Standard Time.
Africa. Sorry,
Eastern Standard Time.
Right, EST.
Yeah. EA.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's right.
EST.
It would be cool to have a show on daylight savings time day, because I'm
That's
actually.
a Mandela effect.
Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty young. That's
Wait,
new to
how
me.
do you save
all I know
daylight?
is daylight savings times, and I kind of want to know what the crap is that, and why isn't Luka on board? Not Luka, but his area, his location. What in the world? I didn't know that.
As I said, well, the cows get confused at milking time. You see.
Right, so that's 4:30
Creamy
PM.
time too.
What I understand it to mean, like from in England, is like it just gives farmers more daylight to be in field. Like that's how I understood it as.
It actually
Revenue
is
generating.
It's worse for the farmers because they get up so early. They're going to get up earlier.
I've got time.
But for people, when you like
That's it.
finish work and you've got an extra hour, and summertime it's great because you've got an extra hour, and it means like at the height of summer the sun's going down at like after 8:30 sometimes. So you're going out and you're playing cricket and you're doing stuff outside. So it is better to have that extra hour.
Yeah, but it only works in summertime, doesn't it? Like it don't work.
Yeah.
in-
So, Luka, your 12:30 a.m. is my 4:30 p.m. So I'll do 4:30 p.m. Wouldn't you rather do 12 a.m.?
I could do
Midnight.
12 a.m. if that would work better for you.
Sorry?
If that would work better for you, sure.
It just makes it more even, so I can finish way before flats gets on, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
He'll be in a different day to you.
Well, to me it's Wednesday. So
It'll be Thursday.
it'll be
morning
Thursday.
for him.
Yeah, it'll be Thursday morning for you. So it's Wednesday afternoon for
If you
me.
put a link up,
Yeah,
because then you'll have the time on it.
right. So I'm going to do it for
it would just barely be Thursday for me, yeah.
right. So I'm going to do it for your midnight Thursday. Okay, that's when you need to expect it. So you just come with that with your video, and we'll stop it at each scripture, and we'll get the scripture up and go through it. Yeah.
All right.
Is that a good idea? Cool.
Just to answer you, Ryan, it's called daylight saving. It's
Yeah,
not really
daylight
about
saving
time.
I know. It's another
DST.
irony.
Okay, first of all, since California invented it, I think I know what it's called. It's called daylight savings time. And
Exactly.
it's just them
Daylight
changing the
savings
day,
time.
the
Exactly
time
what
for
I
an
just
hour.
said.
So
But since the days are longer in the summer anyway, why do we need to save daylight? It doesn't make
But
any sense.
I will correct you. Like, I don't think it started in California, mate.
I'm just teasing. It was just
No, but it does.
I just like giving you a hard time, Mike.
It's never been daylight savings. It's daylight saving, isn't it? It's stupid. It's always been saving.
Well, that's a Mandela effect.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
That's what I said. It's nice because it's ignorant. Yeah.
What
Oh
happened?
yeah, it's always been savings.
Hey, let's ask Luca. Hey, Luca, what do we call it when the other eastern
what's it
states
called?
put the clock forward 1 hour?
Daylight saving time?
Thunder Bay, Canada.
It started in Thunder Bay, Canada.
In
DST.
1908.
It's DST.
Yeah, 1908. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, Luca, you remember saving with no S?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's
we all
what it is
remember
now.
savings.
So you could do daylight savings time as well, I guess.
Yeah, but that's
it doesn't
what we
matter.
remember.
You can pick either one.
That's what we used to say.
That's
I
what it
remember.
Okay. Now, when you look it up, it automatically disambiguates it.
It changes it back to saving. If you type in savings, it corrects you to saving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Because that's
But,
what it was.
we remember, Luca. We remember it's savings. Well, I do. I remember it's daylight savings.
Well, it's just one letter, so you know.
Well,
You can't pluralize something that's already plural. So saving is plural. Saving means plural.
One letter can change everything. You know what I mean? In the Jehovah Bible, Michael could tell you. It says in John. It says in the beginning the word was with God, and the word was a God, sort of thing. That's one letter.
The translation,
the difference because it implies there's more than one God.
No, worse than that. No, but
numbers.
Worse than that is King James version. In the beginning, God created the heaven. No S.
That's right.
Which means that there's only one heaven. Although in the rest of the Bible, it describes more than one heaven.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want to talk about the omniverse, and
That's what the highest means. He's in the highest heaven.
Yeah, of course.
the omniverse
To be in
would
highest
contain
heaven, there's got to be
multiple
more lower heavens, aren't there?
It seems like
but the multiverse of the omniverse would contain multiple heavens.
Yeah, but omniverse.
Yes.
What we're talking about here? Cartoons and shit.
An omniverse is like.
That's where my mind went. I went to animation.
I mean, an omniverse just sounds like a universe that's everywhere at once. It's just a universe, isn't it?
Boy is backstage.
What?
Boy is backstage.
Oh, is he? I can't see anybody. Oh, there he is. It's because there's so many here. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, there he is. Hey, boy. How you doing, bro?
Hi, PJ.
Sorry, I had to scroll down.
Oh, hey, boy. I thought Luke 23 was boy. My bad.
No.
What?
I was almost going to say, hey, what's
Not
up,
even
boy?
near. Not even near. No.
My mistake. Apologies.
Many things to many people.
We are in the Gold Coast closer to the equator, so could that be the reason why we don't do daylight saving time? Because
Yeah, I have a question.
What, Queensland?
There's not much variation
I
when
have a
we're at
question
the
for the
equator.
baller, Mr. Glober, Luca. So Neil deGrasse says that it's pear-shaped. Chubby's a good word. It's pear-shaped.
Chubby.
So how do we have a belt line at the equator if it's pear-shaped?
Pear was just a metaphor. Pear shape wasn't it like he wasn't he was
Kinda
using
chubby.
that to describe the bulge, to put emphasis on the bulge that the Earth has, which could technically make it pear shaped.
But yeah, it makes it blade.
Hey, Michael, what did you think
Like
about when he
a very, very skinny pear.
Say again, Sergio.
And when earlier when he said metaverse, thought about cartoons, then he says bulge. Like my mind went somewhere else too. It's just
Not that kind of bulge, but
so you okay? All right, that's cool.
Guys, good to see you.
It's a little chubby.
West Coast America. Hello, PJ and panel and chat.
You do realize, Luca, that like to
I was
claim
just
a
playing.
radius of 3659, it has to be a sphere. Perfect.
well, there's a tiny bulge.
What about 16-mile bulge? No, that's not tiny, mate.
Compared to the Earth, it is.
There you go.
That's like a Mount Everest bulge.
16 miles.
There you go, dude. There you go. Is that what the Earth looks like?
There it is.
No.
It's actually got a pear stalk on it. As the North Pole.
It does.
The North Pole is the
That's
pear
the North
stalk.
Pole.
And the South Pole is the little fluffy bit at the bottom.
I thought the North was a whole.
Hey, guys, that's a real photo from space. Okay, I'm getting a little bit
Yeah,
triggered
have
over
some
here.
show Dick some respect.
It's a meme photo that was created after Neil deGrasse Tyson said that.
Luca, can you prove that's not a real photograph from space?
Because Earth doesn't look like a pear.
How do you know what Earth looks like from space?
Because we've seen pictures.
You've
from
not been
space
there,
already.
mate. So how do you know?
But many people corroborate Earth being a sphere.
Oh, shit.
I thought it was an oblate spheroid.
Yeah, an oblate
That's not a
spheroid.
sphere, mate. It's not a
An
sphere.
oblate
It's
spheroid.
like pear shaped. Chubby's a good word.
Chubby in the middle.
It's a little chubby.
It's
We
pear
can
shaped.
see it. We can feel it.
Optimistic.
But
Do you
what
want to?
is
Do you
it?
want to have
What
a
it
look at
is?
Noah's Ark?
I'm loving that picture of Bald
How
deGrasse Tyson.
long is this one? No,
A bit chubbier on the bottom, right?
7 minutes. Okay. Right, but okay.
All right.
We can have a quick look at it, definitely, but we're not going to spend like a billion years.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
I've
It's
still
not
got
one
videos
that
to
you
make.
need to.
I'm meant to
explain.
be doing 2 videos today, but I've only got I've got one
PJ,
video. Yeah.
Scrap the videos, man. It's gone pear shaped.
Yeah, it's gone pear shaped, isn't it? It's gone pear shaped. No, but come on, guys. That means I've got to change the bloody thumbnail and change the title.
Oh, my
It's beyond the joke, man. These are taking the piss, guys. Get to hell. Get off my channel, you bunch of nothing.
Just change thumbnail to it's all gone pear shaped.
Yeah, it's gone pear shaped. I mean, we know the Abraham story. Yeah, right, fine. Okay, right, Sam. I'll get rid of it. Right, we'll have a look at your Noah.
All right.
See, everybody's right. It does. It always turns into the Luca show. And he's getting his own one on Wednesday, and he has to hijack this one as well.
No, I didn't mean to.
You never mean to.
It's not all Luca's fault.
It's
There
where
are
the
actually.
conversation was
I'm
heading.
messing about. He knows that.
I think. Sorry.
Do I know that?
Go on, Luke.
Go on.
I was
All
just saying it's not all Luca's
Haven't noticed
fault.
this in it?
There's like 3 different Lucas, so it's it's unfair.
Of course.
A
You should
triad
all
of
take-
Lucas.
You should all take a bit of responsibility and accountability each. Divide it between you. You need a hive mind. That's what it is.
It's like in the Matrix when Mr. Smith starts dividing.
It looks like the Kaaba in Mecca. It looks like the Kaaba. It does.
At least I can't get blamed for making it go haywire.
Right, go for it. I'm going to go for a pee. Carry on with your
Not
video.
fire.
Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, carry on. Carry on.
All right.
She's going. She's
Which one's that again? The hairy wood ant. Oh yeah, check. Lastly, Brunius. Is that the bullet ant? No, it's a brown tree ant. You should know this by now. And lastly, the woodlouse ant. Myrmecina graminicola. Check. Right, well, how many species of ant is that then?
12,348.
Okay, great.
Dad, do we have to take all those different ants?
Of course we do. Now hurry up. Where are you going to put them?
Well, I thought up on level 3 with the squirrels, frillneck lizards, weasels, dung beetles, panthers, hedgehogs, caterpillars, hamsters, beavers, sawflies.
Beavers?
skunks.
Hang on, are we talking about level 3 or level 2?
3.
No, I told you, beavers can't go on level 3. They have to go on level 2 with the elephants, inchworms, koalas, fruit flies, sloths, possums, bisons, polar bears, cockroaches, grasshoppers, gerbils, armadillos, goannas, red quick, pandas.
My wife just got stung off a bee.
Hold on, Ham. We're in the middle of something here. Now, Shem, why are you putting ants anywhere near the frillneck lizards? They eat ants, so if one of them gets out of its box, what's going to happen?
Well, all right. I'll put the ants up the other end with the moths, lemurs, badgers, ladybugs, pelicans, horses, mallards,
Oh,
chipmunks.
speaking of horses, Dad, I forgot to tell you, the male horse that was hosting the large redworm parasites died.
What? I thought the female rabbit had the large red worms.
No. The rabbit is hosting the pinworms and one of the ticks.
Pinworms and ticks? Dad, it won't survive that. Well, what can I do? The parasite species have to have a host to live in.
So what should I do
Well,
about
whatever,
the horse?
but where do you want me to put the ants and lizards?
Well, I don't
and all
care.
that?
Just go and get them on board, will you? I've still got to organise between 9 and 10,000 bird enclosures before tomorrow, and now I've got no male horse.
10,000 birds?
Are you including bats with
Yeah,
those
horse.
birds?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez, Dad, do we have to take them all? Can't we just...
Yes. How else are there going to be 10,000 species of bird after this is all over?
Okay. Well, I'll just go and start loading in the ants.
Bring the eggs.
Okay, hang on. Just make sure all the males are fertile. What? Well, most male ants are just infertile drones that never mate, and there's no point in taking them.
Stop. So there's loads to unpack there.
Definitely.
Absolutely loads to unpack, right? But first of all, you only need one of each kind.
Set.
Well, did you
That's
guys
a good point.
hear of the Mandela effect that it now says not one? It doesn't say one pair of a kind, but it says 7 pairs.
7 pairs, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it says 7 clean pairs.
It talks about the offerings, but I don't
thanks for
remember the.
correction. But still, it's
Yeah.
not 1 pair, but 7 pairs. It's
It's 7 clean pairs. So, yeah,
pear shaped, or just
clean. It's
Oh,
clean
okay.
pairs. Like I don't know why.
for
So, like,
sacrificial offerings, and so that they could eat clean animals. But
Yeah,
really quick, I
probably.
just wanted to say that I don't remember the whole that part of Noah's story that there were 7 animals for them to do
No,
other
I
than to keep.
I think
nobody does, dude. Everybody can picture that. That
I was reading it recently, and it stopped me. I was like, oh.
What's the 7 of each animal?
It talks about more than 2 animals, and then you read it.
I
and
know. I mean, I've known for a while it says 7.
But sorry, go ahead.
I think it's because it says a lot of people think it's 2 of each animal, but it's obviously got to be more than that because they've got animals for sacrifice. You know
Watch,
what I
go
mean?
read it. Go read it really quick, preacher, or just put it on screen. It's really
you
interesting.
burn them
Why
at the end or
7?
something.
Why 7?
It talks about they need 7 clean animals. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's for
Yeah.
eating or for sacrifice, but it's
To burn them, yeah.
It's like
something like that.
procreation.
But like, no, but we can explain, like, we can try and explain what we think it means. But does anybody remember that being in the Bible? That's the question.
no.
It's hard.
No, and it's
I first read it in the
besides
Bible.
that, and besides that, Michael Kahn, everybody can picture the pictures when we see 2 lions and 2 giraffes and 2 elephants, walking on the ramp into the ark.
Yeah, we used to sing songs at school. The animals went in 2 by 2.
That's it. That's why I think we remember 2 by 2 because I remember reading 7 in 2017. That's when I remember reading 7.
Do you? Okay.
Coming to take me away.
I did. I remember someone saying to me, his name was Anne. Oh, come on, give me go, jet. Doesn't matter. He was in rehab with me anyway, and he said how many animals went into how many of each animal went into Noah's Ark, and I said straight away 2 by 2. He says no, 7. And I said it's 2 by 2, and he showed me the scripture straight away. 7. I can't remember the scripture, but it's definitely 7. And I was like, no way. And I said, well, maybe it's because this is before I knew about the Mandela and all that. But I didn't know loads about it, but I just thought to myself, well, we must just think it's 2 because of the song. The animals went in 2 by 2. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely read it in 2017.
I'm okay. In 2017 is when I started reading it,
Which
and
one?
I even went to a. Anyways, I've read it a few times, cover to cover, and only until this year did I see that. It stopped me in my tracks, and I said, "What?" And I said, "Hold on, wait." And I kept going. I was like, "Oh, okay, they're for that." And I kept reading, and I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, I've only heard it recently, but I can't contest because I've not been a Bible reader all my life, like, so I can't. But it sounds strange. Why 7?
I know that. I mean, the only thing I think about is sacrifice, procreation.
But we know that Mandela effect does willy-nilly things like some people see it and some people don't. You know, like it's so strange, Mandela effect. It's like you can't just say.
I still can't say. I don't know, but I'm
PG
just
read
saying.
7,
Yeah.
so it means 7, and we've read 2, and it means 2. Like it's so crazy, Mandela. It's just.
All I
think,
know is that before I didn't read it, and now I do read it. That's all I know.
Yeah. But ultimately, Mandela effect is just so confusing. I think
it is, and that's why Luke, because I think it's from Satan, because it causes confusion. Me and Luke disagree on who we agree on the Mandela, but we disagree on where the source of the Mandela is coming from, sort of thing. But that's okay. That's okay. And I like.
Well, I mean, it says in the Bible, right? I'm not a Bible thumper, but it says the devil will try to change time and reason.
Times and laws and
times and laws. Yeah.
That's why I think that's another reason, the Mandela effect, showing we're in little season. But I'll save that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you were like, Sergio, if I can, like, you were like,
we could. Yeah.
You were like, not really a Mandela believer at one point, and
No,
now
wasn't,
you're starting to lean towards like you're seeing these things.
Mm-hmm. And even Ryan sees it. He doesn't know what it is, but he sees it.
With the Mandela, I even made a video about it.
Yeah,
it was not true, but like I said, I don't know what it is, what's going on.
No one knows what it is, man.
No, of course.
This is a perfect example. I'm telling you.
Revelation 22:18 through 21.
Yeah, Noah, the 7 animals. I didn't read that before, and now I do. And does that mean that it's Mandela effect? Does it mean that it's not? I don't know. I'm telling you my witness. I'm telling you my testimony. I didn't read it before, and now I do.
Yeah,
that's it.
And there's so many people doing the same. It's like we can't all be wrong.
No, but I mean, whether you recognize
cannot be right either.
Remember it or not, you can see in every children's book, every kid's book that this story is depicted. You will see them, a male and a female lion, a male and a female elephant, and a male and a female giraffe walking up the ramp into the ark. And there's never a herd of elephants, let alone 2 or let alone 3 or 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5, let alone 7. It never depicts that.
And well, logically, they would have put babies on there. They wouldn't have put full-grown animals with this.
So logically, Ryan, you'd need 1 baby female and 1 baby male, and that is all you need.
Right,
maybe youngins.
But he also had God on his side to make sure that those animals were fertile and all that. I mean, God was involved here.
But what you have to understand as well, though, is like God told animals to go to ark, right? So there's a supernatural involvement in all.
Yeah,
this,
of course.
Yeah, I see. Maybe they were not babies. Maybe they were the age of an animal where it can sustain itself without its mother. Maybe they were. I don't know, but I never heard of that. I didn't think about that. The age of the animal.
Oh, I was going to say. I think. Well, I think that. Yes, procreation, they need male and female. But what about they might need to sacrifice one? What if one dies? Maybe it's backup. I don't know. I don't know if it was really too.
Like I said, anything is possible with God, TJ. So,
but wait, Noah were pre-law, weren't he? Pre-sacrificing animals.
That's why I said, like I don't know if
there were no law
sacrifice
in Noah's time.
That's why I said I don't know why there's 7 they were doing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Of course not.
That's a good. Yes.
And you don't have to sacrifice all the ants and all the moths, right? You don't sacrifice
Yeah,
those
exactly. Yeah.
because you
And
cannot even catch
did
them.
they even need to want that though? Things that could fly, did they even need to be on?
What about in case of death, anyway? In case of death, you know? Don't know. I don't know. I mean, but that's a good point. I never even thought of that. The law hadn't been established at that point. Good flag, good spot, Michael. Oh, well, it's obvious. Shit. What?
Check out the images for residue of the 2x2.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
No, there's going to be like loads of residue of 2x2 and
These are
probably none of 7. Probably
I
none.
definitely, like I say, I read 7. I've definitely read 7. Definitely read 7. But I mean, what does it say? I mean, hold on. Carry in China. Just go look.
Why have like whether I read it or not, right? I've heard people talk about it. Like I went to a Church of England school, and we went to church, and I've heard vicar preaching and that, like, and it's sort of thing they preach to kids, you know, about Noah and flood and that. Like, why did they not preach? Well, animals went in 2x2, but really there were 7. Why did they never preach that? Like, I've never heard that 7
One I'm not
mentioned.
sure of, Michael. Yeah, I definitely have read 7. It's just one I'm not sure of. Whether I'm not sure if it's Mandela or it just always was. I don't know. And I was just.
But like you said, you only read that in 2016, 2017, right?
Aye.
Forget it, guys. We've got it all wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
We've got it all wrong.
Yeah, I think that's the right conclusion to make.
Yeah, we're all wrong.
I know the fourth wise man's a glober. The fourth wise man's always respectable. It doesn't matter if they're a glober. As long as they're respectable, they turn out to be. I did say before. I told the glober, the glober that gave benches, and they turn out to be assholes. Remember, like the one that used to go on Arwen's. Remember, Michael came one day and I spanned him up, but he was respectful. Begins with A. Akuma virus, and he was respectful, so I left him with the spanner. So I mean, but as long as
virus is respectful, but he's a liar.
Well, yeah, you're right. But I gave him it by mistake, thinking I couldn't remember because I hadn't seen him for a while, and I didn't just want to take it.
Mate, you don't have to explain who you give wrenches to. It's your
I know, and like,
but
I don't mind giving them to a glober as long as I'm not anti-fat.
You can't say it. Like the guy's saying literally that. I'll read it out. You guys have it all wrong. The references in the Bible are not in any way physical terms from what is deemed relating. The terms are metaphoric and not literal to be taken as one.
Right.
Did Jesus not literally rise from dead? Like what's literal and more in? Like, let's unpack that. You know.
What you mean? The whole Bible? Are you talking about the whole?
God be
Bible?
true and every man a liar.
Yep. I don't think we are mistaken, to be honest.
Is someone waiting to get in, KJ?
Is that? Sorry. It's because I have to scroll down. I scare blathers, so it's Flats.
Oh, it's Flats.
How you doing, Mr. Flats? Excuse me. It's crazy. So where is he on the screen? Is he on the screen? No. So it's down here. You are. Oh, he's not. Why didn't I add you? There it is. I did press it. How you doing, Flats?
Yeah, I clicked it.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it was. We clicked at the same time.
I just came on because I saw a funny thing now. Modern Day Debates had a debate, the one I was supposed to be on against Peter Markley, and their debate is on without me.
What?
Weird. And now Peter Markley says I ran from him.
What?
Yeah, but what you've got to be careful is like what Modern Day Debates is doing and what they're telling you and what they're telling Markley might be 2 or 3 different things. My advice to you, Flats, is don't have out to do with Modern Day Debates anymore. I keep telling you that.
The thing is, James told me next week it's fine. So I've got a debate next week. But the thing is, it was told me it's moved to next week.
Wow.
because you found me, and now Peter Markley's going around saying I'm running away from him.
Markley.
After Markley on the emails, James said Markley doesn't want to really debate me because he's shit scared. And I just watched his opening presentation. It is exactly the same presentation he had against me and Josh Monday. Now, wonder why he's running.
Did you forget to?
That's snide. That is really. Hold on. That's really snide facts. That's sleek it. That's what we call sleek it in Scotland. Sly. That's terrible. Oh, that's not. That's bad form. Really bad. Unbelievable. Modern day debate meant to be.
No. I'm loving this. I'm loving this because it shows the guy is not a Christian. It shows without a doubt the guy is literally just too shit scared to debate me because he got ripped apart so badly the last time. He has to make excuses and then say I'm the one running from him. Unlucky for him, I've got actual emails to show.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, he wouldn't. Let's put it this way: he hasn't updated his argument at all. He's still pushing robotinism. The sun goes underneath the earth. You know, the same nonsense. No wonder why he won't debate me because he got ripped apart so bad last time.
Right here. It states that the sun goes above the earth, not over or through it.
Yeah, tell Peter
not
Markley.
Below or through it. The Bible. Yeah, I still agree with Flatzoid here.
Oh, wow.
I agree with the Bible. I don't care what Flat says.
We all agree that the sun don't go under earth like
I agree with God.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There we go.
I agree.
No, the thing is why Luca's saying this is because Peter Markley and McToon both fight for the earth, the sun going below the earth, according to the Book of Enoch.
It might do if crust of earth is the firmament.
But I say I disagree with them. So,
Luca, do you like my name? Change it.
I am not the original Luca, but
Is that a Peter Mark or a Mark Peter?
Luca.
I am a Luca.
Luca, you want to?
A. What does a Luca here mean?
I'm a Luca. It's just I'm emphasizing that I am a Luca. Like I'm a Luca as well. I'm what a Luca is what you say, isn't it? If I'm saying I'm not the original Luca, but I am one of you, so I'm saying I am a Luca.
Oh. I have my own religion.
I'm just emphasizing I am a Luca. That's all.
He's just solidifying that you've become a trope.
As the same football, in England, we're all Luca, aren't we?
Luca. Look at the name of the stream is attempted to stick to the topic but transformed into a Luka Fest. Quite fun. That'll do. I'm not changing the thumb. I have to change the thumbnail.
So I guess we're not gonna watch the rest of the thing.
We're not watching the rest of my one. You can put in your Noah one if you want. For now.
Wise man said you will find the truth in Carl Sagan.
Say again.
Bible.
Carl Sagan.
What? 1 minute. Barry Ross says
So-
the Bible. Wait. 1 minute. Barry Ross says the Bible doesn't say where the sun goes. Yeah, it does.
It says it goes over circuits.
It says it goes from one end of heaven to other, and it does a circuit. And God placed the sun, moon, and stars in the firmament, so it exactly tells you what it does.
It follows. Yeah, it goes east to west and follows the north circuit.
Yeah, it tells you. It
runs a race,
doesn't it? Like it passes.
I was just saying, it runs a race. It has its course.
Right.
Like a bridegroom out of its tabernacle.
Oh, what's in private chat? Right. Oh, there. Great. Go for it, Luca. Play your thing.
Don't forget that the giant anteater, Myrmesophaga tridactyla, eats up to 30,000 ants and termites per day.
Oh, that's a good point. You better bring an extra 22 million ants for the giant anteaters.
Michael,
Right.
what are
you standing?
Huh?
Hey, what was
I'm just saying I'm going to
Hang
toilet.
around.
Okay.
Just for knowledge.
If we don't hear a flash,
Quick,
there's a
21.
problem.
Well, that horse, Dad, should I just add its carcass to the meat that we're bringing on the voyage?
We're not taking any meat. We don't have room.
Well, what are the carnivores going to eat?
I don't know. Just
plants and stuff?
What? The carnivorous animals' digestive tracts are too short to digest cellulose and plant matter.
Well, they'll just have to make
They'll
do.
starve
Hey,
to
Dad,
death.
the male dromedary.
You know what I
Wait,
find?
wait, Dad.
You know what I find odd about this whole all the people that try and argue against Noah's Ark and the flood and all this and the animals on there, they're limiting God. They're limiting what God can do.
Yeah, they're trying to conceive God's power with their mere human minds.
Exactly.
Right, and that's
right.
And in that way, we cannot conceptualize God. You know, he's beyond time and beyond comprehension. That's where faith comes in, right?
That's a good point because, like Fatsoid said, like in the desert, he made water come out of a rock, and then, bread from heaven came down. Even birds, meat. They wanted more than the bread. They wanted meat too, and he gave it all to them.
And this is thing, Sergio. Like it tells us in account of Noah that God told all animals to go to ark. God closed the door on the ark. So
right.
Why can we not conceive that God sustained all creatures on that ark?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good point. Yep. There's just too much opposition. They want it to fit into an equation that they can comprehend.
The issue is this is a supernatural account, isn't it?
Right, no faith.
I mean, but trying to conceptualize it, trying to conceive it, that is a human. I mean, that is what humans do, right? We try to get a grip of it, to get a grip on it. So that's
sure.
It's not a bad thing to try and conceptualize it or to try and fit it into a cartoon, even. But one will never get there.
Yeah, at least we can talk about it in a sensible manner.
Yeah,
they've got the burden of proof because it's common sense says the world was created.
Right.
So we're going to say, Luka, we put it back to you, mate. Tell us how Big Bang happened. Where's the evidence of that?
What set it in motion?
There you go. Yeah, what did set it in motion?
Don't know.
Good question. That's not very scientific.
No one knows. Nobody knows.
Yeah,
right.
see, there you are. So even the Big Bang resides to faith, right?
Now hold on.
That's
Can
the
we
point.
agree? Can we agree that just because science doesn't know something doesn't mean that God was the reason it happened?
Science,
we can agree to
science,
that.
Hold on. Science doesn't know anything. Science is a method. It doesn't know anything. And you just use science. It doesn't have consciousness.
Okay, but the thing is, the Big Bang's claimed to be science, and for that to be claimed science, it means they have to have a hypothesis of what the cause is for the observed phenomena. First of all, you can't observe the Big Bang.
No.
Second of all, you don't know the cause, so it falls out of science both times.
Right.
Yep.
That's right.
Not to mention it violates the first law of thermodynamics. So
We've been over this, but let's get to that another time.
Well, but you avoided the question.
I
with
don't
the
fancy.
question. You avoided. I don't know if it was Luke or Void, but they asked you a question and you avoided it with the question.
What question did I ask?
No, you avoided the answer in it.
They were asking you, or maybe answering you. I think I forgot what it was, but it was basically about God sustaining. Right? I don't even remember it honestly.
Well, just as much as it is inconceivable for Noah to get all of the species into his ark, like he's trying to portray in this cartoon, it is also inconceivable of an explosion to bring everything into
That's
life
right.
that we know, right?
You were turning the question around to him to say, "Well, prove that what is evidence for the Big Bang?" And you said you don't know. And then you turned it into a question, but the burden of proof is still on you. Like you got to prove it.
And don't forget, like the
I said That's right. I remember that. I
Wait,
said
Luke.
just
Wait,
because
Luke.
Hold on,
Wait, look. As we know, there's no evidence for a Big Bang, like it can't be observed, like Flatzoy says. We can find things on Earth that relate to a global flood, like
right.
fossil record.
Sediment layers.
How do fossils do? How does finding fossils?
Something got petrified really quick.
Because there's a requirement for fossils, isn't there?
You know what's cool is that the bottom line is that these are beliefs by faith. However, we have evidence that says that we believe in a God who says he created this. And you say you came to the conclusion at the very end of your belief is, I don't know. Whereas we do.
We
And
do.
we're just sharing that with you in a loving
exactly.
way, I believe.
And the difference is we've actually got evidence of a creator. Big Bang has no evidence. It's pure faith, 100% faith, because people in lab coats told you.
But we have the cosmic microwave background radiation.
Can I just stop you, Luca? There's no we. There's you.
They have
No. There's you. You are responsible for finding truth on yourself. There's no we.
No.
We can tell you all kinds of rubbish.
That's right.
I've put a link in the chat that
This is a
Nathan.
Yes, sorry, Fats, but this is a common thing I get from ballers in comments and that. This we business. There is no we. You are all responsible for your own understanding of what's true and what's not. On your own, that's you, not we.
But don't you like Luca's answer? Because you said we is a problem, creates an issue, and then he said, well, they. He doesn't refer to it as I or it. No, from we he goes to they. That's quite telling.
It's appealing to authority.
Yeah, it's ChatGTP. Yeah, but anyway, this link I've just sent, it was sent to me by Nathan Erickson.
Yeah, I've just been looking
It's sent to me by Nathan Erickson. Just read through it quickly and tell me what you think. It's about them trying to push evolution as fact in schools, and any religious look that goes against it is unfounded and should be dismayed if it goes against evolution as fact. Just read through it quickly. That's a quick read. It's not that much.
No, it's not. Shall I read it out?
Yep.
Yeah. Just read it quickly.
Right. I've got it here. You've got it showing, haven't you, Flats? But I've got it. I've got it up anyway. But
if she's hurling it, means
I'll read
she
it from
needs
mine,
to
Flats. If you want to read along with me and scroll down or whatever. It starts off position statement, whatever, all that thing. NABT position statement on teaching evolution. Nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. Is Theodosius, what the bloody hell, Dobzhansky, 1973 declaration that accurately and succinctly reflects the central unifying role of evolution in the science of biology. His statement explains that evolution provides the scientific framework that explains both the history of life and the continuing change in the population of organisms in the response of environmental challenges. The teaching of evolution is necessary foundational framework for understanding our natural world. Evolution is not a controversial topic in the scientific community. Evolution explains the unity and diversity of life, past and present. Scientific data.
You can do it, PJ.
The theory of evolution.
Right, so it's not controversial, no?
No, it's not controversial.
Yeah, you see why I'm laughing.
Google the descent from Darwinism.
Let the men read. Let the men read it out. Come on.
Yeah, let me get to the right. What's the scientific theories are supported by extensive evidence. Really, the balance of similarity and diversity in extent and fossil organisms, combined with evidence and explanations provided by molecular biology, development biology, systematics, and geology, provide extensive support for the theory that all things share a common ancestor. I'm so sick of hearing that statement. Common ancestor. Evolution is a necessary part of teaching biology in an effective, detailed, and scientifically and pedagogically authentic manner. And what the hell is pedagogically authentic manner? I don't know what that is, but there we go. And should be a major theme throughout the life science curriculum. Effective teachers of biology engage students in classroom discussions and laboratory investigations while incorporating best practices in student-centered teaching. They scaffold students' understanding of the science practices to support the learning of core ideas, evolution, and lead students to be able to describe evolutionary patterns and processes. Excuse me. As scientists, educators, and responsible advocates of scientific thinking, educators should accurately represent evolution. They should support science and science education by rejecting calls to account for the history of the life or describe the mechanisms of evolution by invoking any non-natural or supernatural notions, whether under the banner of creation, science, scientific creationism, intelligent design, or similar designations. Such notions are outside the scope of science, do not adhere to the shared scientific standards governing the collection and interpreting of evidence, and should not be presented as part of the science curriculum. Here we go. Educators should encourage the development and support for standards, curricula, textbooks, and other instructional frameworks that prominently include evolution and its mechanisms, and that refrain from confusing non-scientific with scientific explanations in science instruction. Biological evolution is neither controversial, nor in need of critical analysis or special attention for any supposed strengths and weaknesses, any more than any other scientific idea. Revised and adopted by the NABT Board of Directors March 2019, this position supersedes and replaces all previous NABT statements regarding the teaching of evolution.
Wow.
Bloody words.
But how's that making a claim that it's not controversial when it literally is? Saying anything that rebuts against it, which means by default it's controversial, should just be hand waved dismissed. And claiming it's scientific, everything else is not scientific. What?
Wow.
And at the end, it even said that this is based off scientific and non-scientific.
Absolutely.
But the best is at the end, he was saying it's a subject that you should not be put under scrutiny. What?
Right. I mean,
Right.
And
That sounds really scientific.
And some people ask themselves, where did comedy go? Well, it's there. I mean, it's actually comedy. It's ridiculous.
That's it. It's
Good old joke, isn't it?
Yeah, good point. But anyway, hey, PJ, I'm gonna hop off. And hey,
Yeah,
Flats,
yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow, Keith.
No problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. See you
What
tomorrow,
time is
Serge.
it?
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Serge.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
what time? What time are we gonna do it?
Normal time, 9 o'clock
All right.
Central African time. Yeah.
Nice.
That's,
And
12.
you'll be. I'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you before that anyway. But
Yep.
Tuesday for you and Luca.
Cool.
You do Wednesday at 12. You're 12 a.m. Well, no, my Wednesday. Your Thursday, 12 a.m.
All right, everybody.
Yeah. I also got to go. Got to work on my documentary a bit again. Cheers, guys.
Cool.
Enjoy
I've
the
got
stream.
finished off anyway. I've got finished off.
Thanks for today too. Thanks, Flatsoid.
All right, Michael, PJ,
Bless you, man.
Vicky,
Bless you.
everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Nice to meet you, Sergio.
It's been a good chat. I mean, it was the topic went all apart, but it's all good. It's all good. It was all.
Yeah, Luke, them streams you've done with Flats are brilliant, mate.
Absolutely, dude. Love them.
Really good.
Love them.
I weren't there in live stream because I was in bed, but
I was there. Well, I was there because I had to stream.
I have been watching after
wait,
the fact.
are you talking to me?
No, no, you're Luca. I'm talking
Okay.
to Luke.
Luke. Okay, good.
Ooh.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun.
Yeah. But he said it was a change. It was diverted from the normal, but it's good. It was good. All good. Liked it.
Normal? What the
So,
heck is
you have to
normal?
be,
We're actually we were talking
Sure ain't you,
about
Ryan.
There's so many
Same with you guys.
chats that go off on a tangent because of the Mandela effect. So we were saying we should start doing some Mandela effect streams that are
absolutely
based on Mandela effect.
Luke, did you watch?
I think we need to get down to. We need to figure out how it's happening. Like figure out
Luke,
what
did you watch?
spiritual
Did
things
you
we're
watch?
using.
That's always going to be really challenging, Ryan. But we can try.
Of course,
but the main thing, I think, is to
Luke, did you watch Flat's
you can always have a guest.
Yeah, but calling it out is definitely something we need to do.
Yeah, sure.
Luke, did you watch Flat's stream from last night?
No, I haven't got around to it. I'm still getting through PJs.
You need to watch it because Will Duffy quotes a proper popular Mandela effect.
Does he?
Michael Spotted told me about it today, and I didn't.
No one clicked either.
Really clicked on last night. No, it was like I knew there was something wrong, but I didn't spot it properly. Michael spotted it.
I'll tell you all what it is. What is it?
Doing a video on it.
Did he refer to the North Pole as the North Pole, maybe? Because there was never such a thing.
Oh, what was it? No. Nothing forgot me
The
then.
polar ice caps at the North Pole.
Is it a pole though?
No, it was golden rule.
The golden rule. Yeah.
The golden rule. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
You
get
mean
it.
don't treat others the way you want to be treated?
Yeah, well, that's what it
That
says in
is
most
the
Bibles.
whole of the law.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that. He
What?
said it as we all remember it to be.
Of course.
Will Duffy used a different expression, not treat others the way you want to be treated.
No, Will Duffy uses the expression that most people can remember.
And what's that one?
Do unto others.
I remember this: don't treat others the way you want to be treated.
Unto like is something that you'd most likely think you'd find
But
in
what if I like to get
James?
punched in the face and be picked on? What then?
No, hold on a minute. Do unto is something that you'd pretty much think you'd find in a King James Bible.
Do unto. Yeah, that's what he said. But
I know that's what he said.
But it is actually do not treat others the way you want to be treated.
It means that. That's kind of paraphrasing it. It means what you're saying, but Michael's saying the scripture properly.
It's totally changed.
Verbatim, pretty much.
It's pretty much the same thing that happened. Judge not, lest ye be judged.
It is exactly the same.
It changed into judge not unless you are judged.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something completely different.
I did a video on God's name being jealous. I did a video on that one. Is that the one you did? Remember I did one, Michael, and you did a little video of the Bible you had. Was that for that one, or was that for something else? Remember I included you in your video in it. I'll have to go back and watch him. I haven't watched. I don't watch any of my videos after they go out. I watch them before they go out, but I've never watched them after the premiere. I should go back. and have a look at them. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun, guys. It's fun.
Yeah, it is about judged righteously, guys in chat. But where does do unto others come from?
I'd be surprised if the Bible didn't have any contradictions,
It doesn't.
Because
you're going to present your case on my Wednesday.
Does anyone know Cassidy on Discord?
Does anybody know what?
It's quite an arrogant statement to make, by the way. You would be surprised if there weren't any contradictions. That's quite an arrogant statement to make.
I didn't mean for it to come off that way.
No, but it is. It's not the way it comes off. It's like you are greater than this great scripture, and
it's like saying God.
No, because
God makes mistakes.
No, it's like saying God inspired one person to say one thing and another person to say other. That's in contradiction to that.
No, I didn't mean it. I mean in the sense that that multiple people wrote the Bible over many, many years, and you'd expect there to be contradictions, you know,
But
different
you
language
don't.
barriers,
Yeah, but
context.
Luca, you have to understand that the claim of the Bible is it's inspired by God.
That's right. 20 viewers. Nice one, guys. Nice one.
No, in that manner, you know, in that if you explain it like that, you know, I do have some understanding for it.
Even movies have contradictions between the two, you know, like movie 1 and movie 2. Even they have some contradictions in them, and they were only written like 9 years apart. So, you know, you'd expect there to be contradictions in the Bible.
No,
not that it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because I don't.
Inspired word of God. Inspired word of God. Why would you expect God? Why would you expect God to guide the Holy Spirit to guide the people who wrote the Bible to make contradictions? The Holy Spirit doesn't work that way, dude.
What once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. So
hold on, that's not biblical. That's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I know, but if the truth in this case, if the impossible in this case is not having contradictions, then we must view it as it does have contradictions. And what's the reason that it has contradictions? If it was inspired by God, then
what you said is if you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. That's a good thing to go by.
We've got to get back to what you think is a contradiction.
Of course.
Because my understanding is there is no contradictions. If you think there is, you don't understand what you're reading.
We'll get to the contradictions on Thursday.
No, all I'm trying to say to you, Luke, is like I don't see any contradictions. You say you do.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Well, then I will say to you, you don't understand what you're reading.
Like,
well, he already admitted he hadn't read the passage. He hadn't read the passages.
He's not read Bible. Lucas well admits he don't read Bible. Luke.
I'm going to go over it with PJ on my Thursday, his Wednesday.
Well, you are always at a loss, Luca, because you haven't read any of Bible.
I'm going to. Don't worry.
No, like, well,
just do it.
I pray when you do read it, it opens your eyes, mate.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've already agreed that it should have been tested there, not tempted. So I do know the context.
Of course. I mean, but that's an easy context to see because everybody knows that.
Yeah, but like, do you not think Bible's already been tested? It's been around for thousands of years.
Of course.
And therefore,
but it's not been. Michael, it's not been tested, but hasn't been tested by Luca, though. Come on.
No,
That's what I wanted to say. Like, how?
So Luca might be the first person to debunk Bible.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man. It's been good.
Hey, but before you go, I've got one question for Luca, right? So, hey, Luca, right? So, what do you think's more complicated? Have you got an iPhone or an Android?
I own an iPhone.
Okay. So, what do you think's more complicated, the whole world and everything in it, or an iPhone?
The whole world, I guess.
Okay. So, let's just talk about your iPhone. If someone was to walk into your room and they would say to you, "Hey, where'd that iPhone come from?" And you were to say, "It came from nothing, out of nothing, by nothing."
It came from people.
Or you said someone created it. What would make more sense?
Someone created it.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
So would that make sense for the universe or the world and everything in it? or did it happen by itself?
I've already agreed that but God, there may have been indeed a higher power that set the world into motion, before the Big Bang. God could exist.
Before the Big Bang.
in that case, God could exist.
Come
But
on.
there's no...
Right? You think, right? The Earth.
Speak louder, babe.
It feeds us. It keeps us alive, right? Because we grow crops and that. It didn't just happen. Like, you can use plants for medicine and stuff like that. Do you think that's just a coincidence that we live here with all this stuff to sustain us? And you think
Vicky, it's only a quinky dink.
So, good point. Absolutely brilliant. Quite good.
I will say that if something has a, imagine the lottery, the lottery is like, almost impossible to win, ever, right? It's got like a 0.0001% chance of ever being won. Yeah, but that's true. But even a 0.001% chance, or however low percent chance, it could still happen given enough time. And the Earth has been around for like 8 billion years, and that
Prove
is
it.
a heck of a lot.
How do you work the 8 billion years out?
Prove it.
I'd like to know how you get 8 billion years, and know for a fact that it's 8 billion years. Especially when textbooks in the 80s was different from textbooks in the, say, 60s, with distances to the sun and how ages of dinosaurs and ages of the earth and stuff like that kept changing.
There's no
Why
way
is
to
it 8 billion
verify.
now?
You can't even verify something like 60,000
Over
years.
millions and millions of years it changes.
No,
Dude.
you can't verify millions of years. No,
Can't.
there's nothing in this world can verify that, Luca.
Never. The only thing you tell about
Well,
fossil is it dies.
You gotta give it to
But
Luca.
you have
He
to
sticks.
back it.
I mean, he sticks to the role that he's playing.
Yeah,
You gotta give it to him.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Listen, Via, right? As far as ballers go, Luca's up there on like one of my favorites, But he believes this bullshit.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, John,
He
good
knows,
to see you, bro.
but that's why I'm praising his role steady. He's steady in his role. He keeps to character. Like he knows it's bullshit, but he still sticks to it.
Yeah.
And that So I just want to applaud Luca, the one true Luca. That's quite some acting there, dude. It's like.
Boy, shush. Just kidding.
Well,
I'm not acting.
I also want to applaud, like, I only have a few conversations with Luca, but like some of you guys are doing on a daily basis. So I want to applaud your patience. Like,
I knew
was just
you were
talking.
going to say that.
Well, we don't know about patience. He was banned.
Well, hey, Luca, you know what?
For about a month.
I'm not joking around, because these guys present common sense arguments, and every day you say things like, "Oh, that's a good point," and then the next day, you're like, "That's
a good point."
And then the next day you're back at the same spot.
But I've already on the stuff I say that I won't ever say that again. I don't ever say that again.
If you were able to come up with some counterpoints that where they go and go, "Oh, actually, I didn't think of that. That'd be different," but you never do. You go away and then they come back and they're having the same.
No, I go away. I think it is a good point that you're making, so I go away and look it up.
Well, what Luca actually does is goes, "I agree with you," and then he goes away and comes back 2 days later and says, "That point that we were talking about earlier, and no, you were wrong."
Yeah, concedes and doubles down. Concedes and doubles down all the time.
I mean,
For
but
you
this
for
is a
you
trick
to-
that many people do, right? So they praise you on making that point, but not addressing the point itself. So that's
For you to
that's what it is. But it's a very cheap trick. It's a very
no,
cheap trick.
for you to discredit me, you'd have to discredit every point I make.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Come on.
That's
No, but you make such good points, Luka. You make such good points and that's why we like you here. You know, that's why I like talking to you.
Yeah,
You
man.
make such great points. What are your points again? Run them by me again, please. Because
What the hell is your point?
It's so good.
My point,
Oh, that's good.
my points are: Earth is a globe, evolution is real, Earth is 4.6 billion years, or however many.
You know what mine
billion
is?
years.
You're wrong.
8 billion, whatever it is. Earth rotates, Earth orbits the sun. You know, points like that. Those are my points.
Solid statement, dude. Thank you for that. Very solid.
Go babe. Go babe.
Luka.
And Luka collects his government check every 2 weeks, everybody.
What you gonna say, babe?
Right, how come if evolution and all that
Hey, don't knock it till you've tried it, brother.
not evolving into something else?
Yeah.
Why are we still the same organs and everything?
Mm.
Where's the evolution there? There ain't none.
Yeah, there you go. Don't know what you're talking about. Question mark.
Evolution
What?
is horse.
Evolution is. What did Vicky say?
What did you say again, babe?
If you believe in evolution and all that, right?
I said it's
how come
horse poo.
not evolving? How come we are not evolving? How come humans are still exactly the same, with the same organs and everything?
Right.
Why are we not evolved? Why are apes still apes and not humans?
We have evolved now.
That there, Vicky, is the best rebuttal you can ever give. If
Exactly.
I've got a
apes
question,
evolved
though.
into humans, why are they still apes?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why haven't we evolved to breathe in water and all that crap?
Yeah.
If evolution is so big and it changed everything, why are apes not changing then? Why are we still the same?
And why do we breathe air instead of water when we're born through the water?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Good point. Good point.
And why
you
is
said,
there
that's
not
the
one
best point you could ever make? Best point
with
you could make.
Yeah, because Luca,
Maybe
you
we
were
were
saying
fish
we've got
at one
billions and billions of years of evolution. Why has there not been one fossil piece of evidence found? There's not been one missing link found. With all the fossil records, there's not been one link between humans and apes. Why is
Do
that?
we?
Whoa, hold on a minute, Lou. Hold on a minute. Are
Vicky's
you
point.
denying Sean Hawkins?
What?
Hello.
Sean.
So I know it's 6:05.
Hello.
To address Vicky's point, Bob, what's the pressure that we were put under to evolve gills?
What?
We haven't got gills.
We never.
Yeah, but what's the reason? Why would we need gills?
That was just listen. That was just that's just an example. That's an off the cuff example. Oh, hold on. That's enough. So I think that was just an off the cuff example of possibly involved.
Only a guilty man needs.
Okay, my example. If it's survival of the fittest kind of thing, you know what I mean? Apex predator and all that survival of the fittest. Why haven't humans turned into vampires? Say, you know what I mean? Because vampires just say that's just an example. You know what I mean? Vampires would be
No, but I don't
stronger and
understand
better
what
than
he's
humans
on
because
about.
they would feed on humans. Why have
What
we
the
skipped so much?
pressure?
What does he mean by guilt?
Like
I don't understand
what's
that.
the pressure that could make us evolve gills? You know, what's it?
What about people who swim all the time? Why are they not evolving to be able to swim and breathe in the water? How come
Because there's no
9
pressure.
months? Hold on. How come for 9 months we breathe in amniotic fluid, a liquid, until we're born, and then we breathe air, and then we can never breathe in water again?
That's right. That's right. Why would it go back to that? Try and go like reverse itself. It's stupid. It's all stupid.
We
Dude.
were currently being created.
What?
We were being created in the womb.
Created?
In that
What,
process, and
evolution?
thereby we could basically
evolution. Because evolution is not creation, that's for sure.
Exactly. Not even the same.
Fish guilt. That's funny.
Our bodies have evolved
Have they?
to.
For what?
No.
What they evolved from?
Some shite.
Come on, you don't believe that?
Like, you're not getting my point. Like,
You're
what's
not-
the
body
pressure?
doesn't- What?
It's a claim, Luca. You're making a claim that we've evolved. What's the evidence that we're evolving?
And we
Luca, are you getting your point?
To you, why we need to breathe water in water? Like,
Can
because
I jump in over everybody?
hold on. If we live on this spinning ball full of water, why have we not evolved to swim and breathe in that water?
I
Because
know.
your spinning ball has more water than land.
70% more. That's
Because there's no pressure.
Right,
Yeah, Luca.
Right, I need to
We aren't under pressure.
No pressure.
It's
Right.
not like-
Hold on. Stop. This
Stop,
can go on.
I
This can go on for ages. This can go on for ages, and I need to stop. Flats is on in a couple hours. I need to get food and all that.
Just right quickly, PJ.
Go on, yeah, go for it. I'm just saying. We need
I
to-
want to know what you mean by the. What do you
Quickly, yeah.
mean by what's the pressure?
I know. What I don't get that.
What do you mean by that?
Like, what is forcing us to evolve gills?
What
You
is
know,
Nothing.
that's what I mean.
Nothing like.
Nothing.
You show me
Nothing.
one man that's evolved
It's
gills.
not like if we don't breathe water.
Why can't you fly?
If we don't breathe in water, we'll all die, and we'll evolve gills to prevent that from happening.
Wait, about.
You know, that's not something that happens. That's not how evolution works.
We don't
What
breathe
about
water,
professional
man.
swimmers who are in water all the time? Why have they not evolved to be able to breathe underwater? Why can humans not
no
follow
need.
No, but hold on a minute, right? So you think we evolved from monkeys into humans, right? None of them things breathed water. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, they don't have gills because they don't need. Fish have gills because they
live in
need
water.
to breathe water. Yeah, they
Okay.
needed.
Okay.
Why
Right.
do
Right.
whales
Can I just ask quickly? Why would a fish start evolve to walk out of the water? Why? Why would it do that? If it's fine and happy and can swim about in the water, gets food in the water, why would it come out of the water and develop and evolve legs? You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Because
Come out of the water
And also to add to that, how does a fish know that there's something existing outside of the water it dwells in
Exactly,
to
yeah.
try and crawl out it and then start breathing air?
Exactly. Out of its own medium.
Needed to go to the shops.
It's like you saying on your heliocentric ball on your model that it's like coming from our atmosphere on your model. So I don't
Right.
believe that.
It's
Into
not-
space. What?
Why have dolphins and whales not evolved to breathe in water? Because they still breathe in air.
Exactly.
They live in water, and you're on about pressure and that. They live all the time in water, but have to breathe air.
Yeah.
Why have
Okay.
they not evolved to breathe in water?
Instead of pressure, how
What are you
about
on
I
about
use the word-
pressure?
And instead of pressure, how about I use the word survival?
Survive.
Yeah, evolution is about
We live in a pollution.
changes that
Whatever
provide
word
How
you
does,
try and
how
use,
does,
Luca.
how does survive and pressure correlate? What's
like survival advantage. That's what evolution is. It's changes
Evolution's
that help.
bullshit.
No.
Give me the mic, PJ. Give me the mic, PJ.
Yeah.
Give the mic.
All right. Okay. Hey, Luca. So since the original apes, there's been billions of years of evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on.
Now, why do we not have one piece of evidence of a changing of kind of species, right through from fish, right through to us as humans, Homo sapiens? There's not one fossil piece of evidence.
There you go.
I mean, the skeletal structure of fossils are very different from anything we have today. So
No.
that They have
There's none. There's none.
Look, would you
There's
permit?
been a few, Luca. There's been a few hoaxes. Like the Piltdown Man was probably the most famous one. Have you heard of the Piltdown Man?
Luke, would you permit me for 2 minutes?
Yeah, man. Go.
Neanderthal, right? Exact same skeleton structure, exact same skull. Only difference is tougher bones, bigger brain capacity. That is a Neanderthal.
Yep.
Not well.
No different, scientifically proven. No different other than it's better made and it's got better brain capacity. No different to modern human.
Nope.
Neanderthal.
Look,
Right?
come on.
That suggests that Neanderthal skeletons were biblical humans that lived for a longer time.
So
Right, because your bones continue to grow as you get older. Know that cartilage and stuff like that continues to grow.
Right, but
so yeah, I could be.
Cheers for that, Luke. Anyway, you can carry on.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Sorry, mate. What?
How good?
Yes. So there's never been a change of kind. The only evidence of evolution has been microevolution. So one of Darwin's famous so-called observations, where he changed, there was an observation of different types of finches on an island that changed into different types of finches. But that's a bird changing to a bird. There's never been evidence of a fish changing to a lizard or a lizard changing to a cat. There's never been evidence of a change in kind. But what the scientists, what they have done over the years is they've created frauds to prove their point, and they've been found out and debunked every single time. So with all this billions of years of evolution, you would think you would find this half and half. You would find this somewhere between an ape and Homo sapien, or you would find something between a horse and a giraffe. But they never have. They've wanted to find it. They've had to make it up. They've had to have these frauds and these hoaxes, which have been exposed over and over again.
That's it.
How do you answer that, Luke?
Like they used to chisel nose bone off monkey skulls.
That's right.
And stuff like that.
It was just a coincidence that when his mum got pregnant, out of hundreds of thousands of eggs and sperm, that just happened to be created just like that, just by chance.
Yeah, but so did everyone else.
How many eggs do a woman have when they're born? Probably hundreds of thousands.
They've got a limited amount of eggs.
The problem you've got, Luca, with that is you cannot show that humans come from other than another human. You can't prove that. Like you can't prove a human came from a monkey.
No.
You can't prove it. There's no evidence to suggest that. It's all spurious, made up bullshit.
Do you know why there's some similarities between us and apes and stuff like that?
Why is that?
Because maybe listen. Maybe there's similarities in us because we've got the same creator.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Just no. I mean, it's Luca. Of course,
it's not just no.
Of course,
let me give a reason.
That is that. Just 1 minute, Vice. Sorry to talk of you. That is all you have got, Luca. No, because you've got no evidence to back up any kind of idea that one kind became another kind. You cannot prove that. Fossil record don't prove that. There is no evidence to prove that.
Wait, what do you mean kind? Is a kind?
Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
No, it's a good question, Lucas. So like a bird, like a sparrow and a swallow, they're the same kind.
Yeah.
So you can have what's called microevolution. So birds can change because of their environment to get more hardier feathers because maybe they're in a colder environment. Or maybe they grow longer beaks because they're gonna dig for worms. But macroevolution, which is what Darwin was, his main theory was that a horse can change into a giraffe, where there's obviously got similarities, but they're very different.
Complete transformation. Microevolution is not. It's just adaptation.
You're right. That's what it's called, right?
I mean, why do we have?
Hold on. Let Void talk. The boy dog hasn't spoke for a
No,
minute.
I mean, you said it right. It's called adaptation, and so if evolution was real, how come a donkey and a horse cannot mate? They can only mate, you know, the thing that comes out of a donkey.
They actually can. Sorry.
Yeah, they can, but the thing
they don't like to. You need to get a few drinks into the donkey, and you know it's like
yeah, but the creature that will come out of the donkey, and you know, I lack words in English, and excuse me for that, but the creature that will come out of the donkey and the horse will not be able to reproduce.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with lion.
It's called an ass.
Right.
Lion cross and tiger.
You keep crossbreeding things like
Breed with things that they can't breed.
eventually, but yeah, eventually they'll just become sterile. They're not meant to be like that.
I don't even get how they think a horse is related to.
I know. Force Wiseman says no. My horse is hippopotamus. Come on, you really, even logically, don't even think really about the biology and all that kind of scientific.
That's not what
Think of it logically.
One minute. Who just said an horse is
a hippopotamus? Come on.
It doesn't say.
Sorry.
Who's just said that? An horse is an
Wiseman.
Who said that?
Force Wiseman.
Wow.
What
happened? It's on the screen. Come on.
That's
really
silly stuff. Man.
No horse is hippopotamus. That's not what evolution says, though.
No.
The idea that something can suddenly, you know, the donkey can turn into a giraffe or something, whatever you said. It's not part of the theory, though.
Yeah,
Luka.
yes, it is.
Luka,
It is, Luka.
Yeah, I've got to correct you on this. Right, Luka.
Into another animal.
The famous Mr. Ed.
Luka, right? Are we called humankind?
Right, unmute. Go, Luka.
Wilbur.
Can you hear me, Luka?
Humankind.
Are we called
Yeah,
humankind?
I've heard mankind.
Yeah, mankind. Humankind. We're humans. We're a kind. Yeah.
I've heard.
Now,
humankind.
let's talk about the apes. They're a kind,
Not really even related to.
right? Now, whether you want to admit it, because I've heard loads of ballers deny it, right? We are supposed to have evolved from apes, monkeys, that kind.
Mm-hmm.
But we are a separate kind as humans, made in the image of God.
It says from what I've heard and read about the evolution theory is that the changes over many years, right? Over millions of years, gradual changes occur in populations due to genetic mutations and environmental pressures. That's what I said. I said pressures. There you go. It says pressure right here.
That's evolution.
Genetic mutations, not evolution, though.
And Luka, what evidence was produced to show that these kinds were changing?
Yep.
This is.
I'll answer that. Can you show PJ? Can you show that link? I just want to read the first paragraph of that link I sent you.
Is that the NABT one?
I don't.
No.
Ah. Oh, this one.
But just quickly, Luka, right? If mankind evolved from an ape, yeah, them fossils should be found.
Biologically.
Why are there not? Why is there no fossil record of this?
What, of an ape fossil being found.
So it's what they describe as the missing link. Sean Hawkins, by the way.
All right.
It's what they call the missing link, isn't it? Yeah, it's the link that suggests that we actually evolved from an ape-like species into a humankind species. It's the link.
Ape fossils have been found.
Yeah, well, of course you're gonna find ape fossils.
Right.
You'll find human fossils, ape fossils. You will never find a fossil that's a transitional species.
No, never.
But
Right.
they've tried to fake it and they've been caught out, Luka.
Yeah.
Let
Piltdown, man.
So the Piltdown.
Let me read it.
So Luca,
Are you
let me read this first paragraph.
Right, you read it or shall I?
I'll read it.
Go for it. Go for it.
So the Piltdown Man. Piltdown Man was a paleoanthropological fraud in which bone fragments were presented as the fossilized remains of the previously unknown early human. Although there were doubts about its authenticity virtually from the beginning, this is in 1912, the remains were still broadly accepted for years by science, and the falsity of the hoax was only definitely demonstrated in 1953. An extensive scientific review in 2016 established that amateur archaeologist Charles Darwin was responsible for the fraudulent evidence.
Amen.
Amen to that.
There you go.
Is he referred to as an amateur scientist now? I like that.
This is Wikipedia, by the way. This is not some conspiracy website.
Hey, Lewis, man, good to see you. We're just closing off. It's good to see you, man.
No, this is good stuff, though. Like this is good stuff.
It's been good, man. It's been good. Well, I better get some food before I get fucked.
So that was 40 years. Piltdown Man was the evidence, the missing link for 40 years.
Aye.
Taught in schools has been real, Luca.
Well, yeah, no one had science hadn't evolved enough to debunk it.
Science doesn't.
Science don't evolve, mate.
How does it
Scientific
evolve?
method's been going for hundreds of years.
The
Way
method
before that.
change.
It doesn't evolve.
Therefore, it evolves to be better.
Luca, you don't. This is what we were talking about the other day, right? You
You're
do not
talking about
understand
technology.
science. Right? Science is simply a method to work out cause and effect. That's all it is.
Some people have tried to bring in fake fossils and claim they will.
Yeah, Charles Darwin did for 40.
Yeah, Charles Darwin.
They're all scumbags, dude. All scumbags.
Like I said earlier, Luke, they used to chisel nose bone off human skulls to make them look like monkeys.
Aye.
Some people have.
Yeah, dishonest people. But
Yep.
But the modern day science is built on them dishonest people, and you believe it.
But wait, did Charles Darwin actually try to bring in fake fossils?
Charles Darwin didn't prove nothing other than birds on an island can eventually grow a different beak.
Did he actually bring in a fake fossil?
Yes.
Charles Darwin?
Piltdown Man was his.
Piltdown Man.
I'd like to see that.
Luca, do you think, right, a bird adapts a better beak due to the environment it lives on for eating? Right?
Yes.
That's what Darwin proposed. That's not one kind becoming another kind. That is the same kind adopting some part of its body in order to survive.
It's like
Marco.
Listen, Luca. I'm pure white. My skin is pure white. I'm pale blue from northeast Scotland. Say I was to move to Australia and live there for a long, long time. My skin would eventually adapt to your environment. It would be so warm and everything for a long time, but eventually my skin would darken a bit. It wouldn't be able to handle all the time the really bad heats and that, obviously, because I'm fair. But it would adapt to a certain extent to be able to tolerate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's not
that's talking about.
That's the same kind of thing as they're talking about with the bags.
Now we're talking many mutations over time.
Mutations are not beneficial. Mutations are mutations. Now, it's like us if we were born with an extra leg sticking out of our knee. It's a mutation. It's not good for us. Doesn't help.
Luca, right? Type into Google the descent from Darwinism, and you'll find a PDF signed by there's absolutely hundreds PhDs, doctors, people who teach at university, all in disagreement with Darwinism. Type it in and have a look. It's called The Descent from Darwinism. And you try and tell me that all these professional scientists are all wrong.
Absolutely, Luka.
Natural selection. That one came under scrutiny, huh?
I asked you to type that. I asked you to type The Descent from Darwinism.
Yes, The Descent from Darwinism.
Yeah. And you should get a PDF that shows you all the scientists, all the PhDs, the doctors who've all signed this register in The Descent from Darwinism. People who teach in universities all over the world have all signed it.
Yes, the skepticism.
Yeah. So they're all wrong. Yeah.
You need to look at the reasons why they said that.
I don't need to look it out, right? They all disagree with Darwinism. That's what it boils down to. And they've signed saying they disagree with it.
Yes, modern science has expanded with new findings, right? In genetics and molecular biology and fossil records.
Do you understand what it means when scientists are against Darwinism? Do you understand what that means?
I won't deny that there are gaps in Darwin's initial theory.
Gaps?
Right? They are addressing
He ain't got a theory. He ain't got a theory because he's got no observed phenomena. He's got no independent variable. There is no theory. It's just bullshit. We went through this other day, Luka.
I know, and just like we do go through it every time you concede, and then.
So describe the scientific method Luka works in all instances, whether it's space, evolution. It's same in all aspects, right? Science is a method, cause and effect.
Absolutely.
If you claim other than the scientific method, it's pseudoscience.
All right, one day you shall stick to your consistency.
Okay, so the observation would be the variation with populations, right? The hypothesis would be
the
proposing
variations in population. No, it won't. No.
It's noticing variation. No. You can see variations, right?
No.
Are we still talking evolution?
Yeah.
You can't observe it.
I've got to go. I've got to get this finished because
you can't observe it because it takes millions of years, so it's unobservable. So it falls out at scientific method. You ain't got an argument on this,
right? Luka, Wednesday, you're Thursday. Come on then, bring your thing, and we'll do it scripturally.
The IV could actually be.
Dude, I'm finishing.
Luka,
I've got to go.
Dinner.
I've got to eat. So we're going.
Thank you, PJ, for hosting this show.
Michael, unless you want to take over.
Yeah, thank you for hosting the show. I always love the
I need to get food
and
as well.
Yeah, Michael needs to get food. He's on the same time as me, of course.
I would like to just finish this with Luka.
I know.
Well, I can hang out for a bit, Michael, if you want.
Yeah, it keeps Michael can stream, but no one else can.
It won't shut it down if he leaves. We can still talk after.
Yeah.
Oh, you can talk afterwards. Yeah, I'm just saying the stream will be ended though.
Yeah, the stream will be ended.
Yeah. Okay, Sam. Right, I'm going. Right, guys. Bless yous. I will see you.
No.
Or not. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Here the sunset's free. Is free.
Indeed.
Bless you guys. Ta-da.
See you, PJ.